Wonderful, and then so I actually damn ponepe. Emma menu me no etin kwamua. So see a peja and such on air says a papa ye dase. So am I kwa. Meso me dase. Say what do a feed ato Adom TV. Ya beti en cranshem. Me am di dwumadi ho chia me di am je so aye ni tekotego. Me memo say what do a feed ato a. Me koso a me no adi nkomo afa nyoma obeya a. Yebeti aka say abrabo eso ani. Ade to so me no abeya ne say accept the reality of your current circumstance, and if possible, change it. Sese ansana ubekwa ku animu no. Sese ubu komposho abrabomu. Wone ye wo kasa na bisa ho se nyoma me ye ebe kenya me akomanim. Empo sese ogitum se nyoma bo ha wo ya ena eka wo hye. Adwene bi wo ha wo dwene a ena eka wo hye. Empo nyonko bo ha nenam ena eka wo hye. If you deny the things you have to do for yourself, you only end up becoming a photocopy of others. Ye mebre eno nyankopon ebo ye soronko. E de soronko so ban hye mu. Eno nti na won seme me so me nsa wo no. Na ye nyina ye pre aye ne obi ayo photocopy. Ne obi ka ye ena esua aka. De obi hye ye ena esua hye. De obi yo ye ena ye nyina esua yo. Ye ankasa ye ni subani ya betima fa nsa me nie. Me say na mete. Ena wo tim bisa say wo ye hwan a beba wo kunu ana ayi din ana beba baby afre din ye baby afre minim se wo nipa na wo ye hwan. Who are you ya no? Me be say who am I? Make say I am strong, I am bold, I motivate others. Me wa kuduro wa hodin na me hyenkrofo nkwan subani a maka afa me ho no en na kire nipa me ye wo nya Mrs. na wo nya Mr. Suban a eda akoma proso a wota ka kyerɛ wo sɛ wo ye no eno na wo ye tine de adwuma me de hye wo nsa ne sɛ bomodin ana bukompo na hwɛ nipa ya wo yo hwɛ nipa ya wo ye ewo mu na ne a wo ye wo mu no obada na di. Do not just wish that your life will be different or pretend your life is better. Empe ye minyanka mabra basesa ye minyanka mtese ni pesi mesi ye minyanka menyes da bi ye minyanka ye mfa mbubura ana anka so me de ma ye awie onipa bi ani ho anensa aso na hwe agare na emom no bomodin ehunu ho se adechi bia no se okọ wanim wonya empem okono nwie e na wo akade abetimi de okono enti no the first thing you have to do every morning is to visualize the possibilities in the day. Ese ubie wani hwe nyoma abekoyi abrabomu enkada se enede mebre enkada se enye yie pe nyoma abetimi akenya wo se empo ebeye possible. Oh, the path should be calm. Say my brabo betodin. Betimi nya kande a mebubra brabo be yie. Wo kasa ansem wo kira ho a ubie wani epani a wonya. Sorry. The next step is to drive yourself toward the direction of your goals. So waka se ebe yi awie no. They say wo penyo ma obeye ne ne. Now try to say where me goals. And then meye we. And then meye we. Na what die chire mako. Simple oyo kuna and then mema me yere ani age. Empo oyo yere a mema me kunu ani age. Oye eba me de obuo ni die bema ma busuafo. Oyo obi adwuma meye adwuma de ema adwuma wura so nya mfoso. You have to set goals for yourself. Number 2, after someone sets our goals here, so we be saying, "Na me so dey na me ya ma me ho." Kwan ben so na me ye ma brabo be so mani. Na so nkofo ani. Ana mo ntuo ben na metuo a ma brabo be so ani. Na manfo abo nsem agye me so. So in examining your life, examine what you can do for yourself and for others. So wo hwa brabo mu a, so wo hwa ni o ma betima ya ma ho. Ene o ma betima ya ma obi. Abrabo enoma wota yo mankrofo no eso akatua na woje de di kan da odo adi ed ne de ba odo aya de nyina no aduro love more da odo adi meka odo anya mpaso grodo odo a wode abrabo si o aye bi papa ma obi odo a wonye obi bone wonka obi akira asem woni nsekonfo obi ho woni ntronjiro obi onkofo obi ade ene efe no odo enti me kase do obi a odo nye se betwe obi nanti se empo watenka bedo odo mu na wada wodo adi wabrabo mu bedo edo se wabrabo mu dokusi se obi obone kra betu aka se oya we me de ne bone ache no wansam bone fa chempo ameda ache no isan se wabrabo mu do enti adefu bi ewura mu a etos form obo na wabrabo mu no isan se oni do di bibia baba bia na da na adwe proso na obobo ho na de ya odie enenam ma wabrabo mu enno ye kasa de mu do a ade a ase to ko tentententen ade to mu kra ye hu ene odo kire se o kakasa patro bi odo kire se wo da suban bi ade obi be kasa manya wanka mawu wo da suban bi ade a sempo wo ton ade wo de sede ne suban bi ene beto ade kro no na wo ya na da bia oba ho a ode ne jaba ho odo ene di ade nyina mo to so mienu wada odo na di ne pa ahobrase emenkonimdie ya na ya homa so dodo apagya abati esudan kwa ma yenyina ye be kankyere gu ahobrase eye ma bra ho ase emma nkrofo ben wo ahobrase nche se wo mre. Being humble does not mean that you are weak. Being humble means that you are wise and matured. So bra ho ase a wo pe mre eto obo epe asɛm anu yie ede abotre enyoma wo ye na ma opagya abati a obi ekra ntofo ahobrase agi afutuo ambrase emo sompa na ahobrase edi obuo enenam ya brabo aye boy ya ese nkwada ne mu ade na nkwada ne be da ebu ade ya ye nkyere ma ahobrase enyina so eye nige da wakoma mu sempo obi oni ahobrase bia na oni anige obi oni nda so bia oni anige penda so nda so ema nige na pe ahobrase yi ufin sem bebremu nanu akeba ase ka akọ ebibie no ka anya ahobrase pensemu ehwe ne beba akire a ka wankoyo ahobrase edim pensemu nanam e ma afatimu popapa otime ye dia wo ya de mfaso de bebrewo timedi ka kire o se powodo mo abrabo mu nno na fa boneche mo abrabo mu nno na ya ade mu obi a mfaso beba ho mo abrabo mu nno na kakasa pa kire obi na nenye na ebium ahobrase ojuo honhom enya kakaka ena homaso abetri maso ne momse o ahobrase di obuo eni nyansa ebubra ene de amene o kase se o to ade se wo se ade se wo ye eja se wo ye na se wo ye oba se mpo ye obi adwuma se wo so obi na ye adwuma ye nyina de odo e kire ye ho ene ye ho kasa wo odo mu ye da odo de a kire ye ho a ye mfa woni tan ene empo pese ngunya nante a ya bra bobesiye na ebiom se nyina wa ahobrase ene obuo ene pepepe yo ene empo ye de pepepe yo ede nyansa etona montu a kanya ne se bebre obre de beba na suba beda na die ene mama obre no ayemre amawo abusua meja ha ene wo pia ka kire obi se wodo no da wodo de kire obi na da suban bi adi ne ba kase papa we em se wo do de mame ana ba we o do mame na fe nya empo ahobrase o kakai nya ahobrase wonu me kasa ene won kasa ahobrase mu obi a ne adwuma ne nkasa ahobrase mu ahobrase che se nyese obeye bote nyese wa ye bote ne momo kasa no ne ye kire se wo hodwo na wo mpre wo ho bibia mu na ade abotre ne obuo ene nipa kasa ene mesusu me de odo ja me do papa me do ekoma wo se wo de afidi ato Adom TV me do ekoma abusua na me do afri nyame ho e de mawo ena me de ahobrase e da wase se woni me di dwumadie we se nyame pe na de pachi ye nia be se hu wo mfie mu edin yam je so anita kotego abusua me dan nkrofo we ase eye me cameraman ena empo me sound technicians ena MCR4 ena krakra me producer one ba ko pe Priscilla na senkamu nyina ase muta mechire adwumadie we aba edin yam yeso eni tekotego uni onyame entina
yeda say so wa share your video me kai wo say abrebi a wo hwe sa video yi wo YouTube no wo hu adoma na eda so no aye miaso wo miaso wi a chese abrebi a wo benya kwanya na video bi a ye de beto ha no watumi ahwe ne wa tro say wo so no so ayemia sene beya unua bi nso benya bi ahwe abre bia wo ya ne sa video bia ye de beto ha no wo benya bi ahwe medase non sia boade mama ya mamunyina chen ya mo akwa Badom TV Badwam kase so ya dani te ko tego ase papa wo nkranhyen sama wo de ahyase na wotwe mu ene enadwoyi anopai no nsia kase no nsam na eba ne dɔso ne yetodwo wo mu bi ya wo betini ya mampani adodankwa akufo adodanka wo ye ECOWAS chairman no odine dwumadi aba na wieye no wo kono futu a wo de ma kandifo nyina ne se wo mo wo nuane eho ban ni titi unu kua no sebe ye nuane ho nkwa atwe ye de mu nsam no ebebro ye bebo awura ye nsam foforo mu na yakwa akohwe adehye wodwura ewonzema eastern so won mu su frempanifo nso yirifa wo mo no enema atosini wo mu nti wo meboa wo eno ne nsam bi na no pa mede bro Adom TV Badwam kase bra Facebook/Adom TV kase no wo ho say Go TV a 176 ubenya yen ena DSTV so 280 mi amesomo anopa midin afia amankwa tamaklo afia ni die mutie sede nsam ni kiremo ankasa etie mampani adodankwa akufo ado ena ene wode ne dwumadie abawieye se ECOWAS dwamtenani nansa na wode bekwa wieye kura no nsam ahodo bi enei wone wodi nkomo no wo sresa kandifo enhwe na onuane wo mo ho ban ni titi no kan de asi se yenkua no yenso asene na yemmo ho no mo ban yi pa se be ye nuane ho nko achewo na wo kiremu a Ukraine ne Russia sama hodo ekoso no enyansunsuanse e wa bibra man mu titi ne covid no so de kasa ya na Adom TV kase achiribi ediba
characterized by the impact of the Russia-Ukraine war has led to a sharp increase in global prices, particularly of food and petroleum products. We are all victims of global inflationary pressures, which have exacerbated the food crisis in many parts of our region, instigated by the decline in production due to the impact of climate change. We can best tackle this crisis by working to enhance the performance of our agricultural sectors to reach self-sufficiency in the area of our food needs.
Omampani adodankwa akufo ado esan ekato aso say sub-region no ebehwe ama amanya hodo anu wonum ehye ECOWAS ase a wotwen wonum esensen ye no asan ede wonum akwa constitutional rule no ase the sense omampani ede ato amanya hodo a wonum ehye ECOWAS ase ni na enim se wonum ensha siema regional action plan against terrorism no enye adwuma.
Excellencies, faced with this constant terrorist threat, it is imperative for us to continue to implement our regional action plan against terrorism and to coordinate our various security initiatives. This will reinforce our collective response to this destabilizing threat. Our determination in this area must be stronger than ever. Equally unshaken must be our resolve to maintain the stability of our region and of its member states.
Adisheni abusia bi a womo ewo djura wonzama East Bensimu atoyemantemu no womo de nkotosre na eto aban ne mpanifo ahodo anim sei womra mamaya womo mu afise free brain so to yiri sei wonya pade ne wonfudie no abrabon mu ayedene Adom TV ne kase Adom TV kase ene abusia bi edi nkobo.
This okay with this even na yenya problem especially you go do the block eh car ma if you car that put no make room nti oma yesu nimpo yenya problem yenya sunum yenya diane ni nti gese nyame na yede na se obi mpa anyare that 2 weeks ne se 2 weeks obi yare ya anka oye nyame de da nyame ne sa oye nti obi en ba na obi atumi ko bebi yare ye diane sem ye bibi aseye kra
abana ma miskala mento koko almost about 50 bucks. So na fani nyina no mempa medado mema omowo be nkofo be 16 otuye nyina me yakoda oman partners a oye community shed no ehoda yakoda
se o mabua me wo ham pa wo ham to mabua me na ma bre pa
Emashe bedwani a wogina ma won mo wo evaledra abaton peso aso Kofi Akuno kwi ene Adom kase ama niboni atwetwe nkomo wa abra obonto ayiwe ye esan eye omanfo no adoye
make say amana ewulai angama tu ejan na menwanom na assembly members na dey ya there on chair bia within next month the bet know from near who the cause of it ni ahwa no mo so yeditu say dredging bi no say dey discipline bi no say dey manfo ta say dey no say dey contributor e be ye this time round no yentum nyame ebda na ase de mo si ni anhwe nkwa biara
Mayentu akase no so na ye konfinfin mantem mu apomden panufo ye wo ho ade esi wani so ama na ekura won mapa ho entoma se emme kwa wo ye so ne be wi akire oba ma na asankora emma no sa de ni nyina wo mo etwam enti de wo mo awa apa ho ntoma kwan ho fo so ayasa adwumadi na Adom TV kase etwa so
say maternal mortality from the region, you reduce it to zero, and that will help with the nation as a whole. And see, we met Stebeya, we have nurses waha, your ahimfoni ahima waha, your pastors waha. The way I inhabit me up was Stebeya, a ma or mokwa was for us or more fire funum. Sebio dodwa omohwe omonkwa free money bet say number next one as betimi aboy homo de kwane dia ba zero
oba ahema wo anomabo traditional area nana mbromba dabo efa sa kwanya no so edito nana no mu ahemfo ne titiru ene ahemafo nyina animu se
dwumezi a in the free mantom apomzinfo wa pa ho de yenhwe de awona mesiafo se yekọ awodo a yembebio no yentwado no ohine dwuma na mo mesre de yen meyimfo so wobeta ahene echiru ma nzama otidam no yetumaye na waka omanmu ni nyinara
Kasua Assistant Divisional Fire Officer ya wo safety so Gregory Joseph Martins ene wode ato ankrankra ni nyumaku ahodo ni nyina anim sa womra na dum je dwuma ekuo ye wo Kasua no meso wasene fire tender yi sei enya hawo ntintimi nya dwuma sa de wo mo pe no wo mo srempanifo ene wona wonsem wo bie se womra emeboa wo
Otiebo yebo mekani itu good ana ye check what come fita or check your assessment ni na wi no na odi no be by yes okay me yemwa ma ka no too good na ka no too good nti no mwa ma te ojebi ha je wo ha wa bo me ye tu ya brenatu eni na na ye be de ma do yo na say the attitude the ejeshisho or source
Managing Director Wada Young Executive ano Francis Esel Ochiahene edane di se tana mo wetue wono mo so chefa wode boa importamu a wo mu no
adwempa Ghana National Fire Service yewo ama ewutu senya municipal no abrenya ebetumi akoso na etumpon e de ehye Ghana to ye kase hose na eno na connect engine de ma pump no se de be ye kose ye kokodum dia ebetumi atwe nsuo no dia ba bonten ene eduro no metumi dia ye adwuma no se se na efata na ho atwechema you choose Fred Omia Francis Young Executive School no la obey sa doye enda ewu
Enyinam hene Berima oje abusia benin duodu ene wo nani abrenso amanyofo so no na nyina ene se amanyofo no mu bi ehihye nipa bi achi ewo kuro no mu ene wo mu ye bibia enya amanyonyi enti bi ye no enya de so obi akọ no mo ya de abewura sukufo mu se manyoni bi ye bibi de abo sukufo amanyoni na yenti bi emfa nkura ne ma kyesa nwanwunan na na dwene ho bibia wonte ase efise ede wo hawo ene chichemu ena ebre no kuro no ntina na se na ni nye saa ne no ho wo mu ntwam se be ya ne kuro no ebekwa anim
na ye plako anim na ye plako ati Ghana uma yesusu ma politics no enwia ye nwa ne odi adwen ba se ma school fo no ma ha no ede na obenya na me na meka me na me bi ne kuro obi biara obeye bibi wo kuro no na di puntu obeba ama me kuro man etu man de etu me fo na me ntie o meboa wo ni akọ ama ba bi okoso kudu biara akọ
enwachi na opanyipa woda NA Foundation ano na eje ichirema editu dwase ewosa desuafo nyina edihye wontirimu sa abode mu hwehwemu ye science and technology no wode won hu ebehembi esansese se de wiase esi kono sesa adesuamu efeyi wonimbia obebrepa ebuwiase
your focus when it comes to science and technology has to do with the nkulane won kurenkura nketwa na sɛ bi ɔma catch no yɛn nyinaa yɛnim sɛ saa nkɔla yɛ wɔ hɔ yɛnyɛ sɛ bi ɔmo tie wu they are very brilliant children but akwanya ne na ɔmo nyaayɛ they don't have the exposure and even phobia ne mpo ɛwɔ hɔ when it comes to science and tech gadgets usuro videos a yɛn akɔla yɛn fa ne nsa nka mouse kra usuro the fact sɛ yɛfrɛ ne mouse no
Odi afutu ama awofoɔ yɛ wɔ tamamantam ne mu sɛ wɔn ani na hɔ na wɔnhwɛ wɔn ma nkonko ahodoɔ bi a wɔde wɔn ho dɔm ɛwɔ tamane ne mpɔta mu sɛ bɛyɛ a wɔn ma no nkonko di nipa bɔnfoɔ bi nsɛm afutu nsɛm yi Adom TV kaseɛ ɛtoa so.
You see 1 or 2, 3 people na omagada na omati omuku. Some of them they operate in the night and na omo and they are out there in the street. All these things are security concerns. You look at even the fact that you say unemployment, and that is the reason why these people are able to congregate and also multimishia. And when they meet, they are planning how to cause harm, how to go and then commit crimes. And security agencies are actually very concerned about this development. I am aware it's a police force. They are working, hard. Look at the Police Intelligence Directorate, IGP are creative since last year. Almost so, CID4 investigation intelligence force around.
Executive Chairman of the Bureau of Security Advocacy and Consultancy, David Wilson, Asetina Kra, and the Atoman Nina enemy say, Oma one more Casaban Bohun some in here one more pa. In Chiremuno and what did you just say?
Yansha who see Sabio, fear now will be Biokuma. Then Kokum, because microphone no more baby, and if I don't more, I'll make me a kunipa, a senema. Na Yansha who say, be all fear, now be all who say, stranger be any number who near Fiwanina Nationally, na a idea of a positive mania, no born mamma.
Kane Municipal Chief Executive was Untitled Central, George Frimpong, and they were in Symbia to Jassa 1 round 2024, MPP Amanukono Nkoyi. Nina so no ni Adom kase edin komoyi.
The fact say me MPP ne no nche say me twatro. Obusa me count the reality. What is on the ground? Say near man's son and ye to aba. Say the system it is and ye beto aba the NDC betima win hands down.
George Frimpong esan katoa so say MPP Amanyoku a wotisui enya de se wa ye adwumadene bia san say so hwa Asante Achem Central hono kra na so de toto abayan hodo ababesene kona puntudwuma wonom eyeye no enya de se MPP Amanyoku yi etumi ayebie
me said that in project bia me say project a me say start here honorable ban review me na ndi akire government hospital no that then me say no so a advanced stage kwanya ye de ko ene no bia am say aka
wodane di say efri bra we free amanyosem mu ne de enya de se wanya abrabo ahogono so kra
ba ye hwe dan ye sisi machi de na che poultry na me nanso se ni ma bi agi yensem e ma one district one factory ba ye nyame adom eni menu akuma ba ko enso yitimi keka ya dwen bom se bode na abre ne atugu kwa de bia ne bitimi de ayi bibi nyame adom yitimi de ayi biscuit ne ebi obi aso na reho sem ne se mo maye kura na kakre kuta won yemfanya edwuma won fa pipa we mra won koye we mra ni nyina involves money finally see you no friend kura che se on hwe woni mu na obuza se wa de no kura kusi
Asen Central Russia bedwani Kennedy ohine Japan so se wadi na ban ho yawo papa se nei IMF ya wo mo akanti a ye nom ne ade wo mo mom do nti akohyemu Mayenya no so na yamfa kase no ensi bedwam de no de du so no de bonkrata no ayekrado ewa ha online stories no so ayekrado minuanom so ayekrado atena se dada ma metra diamond ne o manhene kwabena asante mehwe wo mo atmosphere ne wo mo ahofade na utum se weekend ne mesisi so ma wo ye papa saa na yeji tum se won so saa ne koma wo nti minuanom no pa me mwache emwakwaba.
Well, if you're Josu, say a call you, you, the most important one I can. Onyame don't quite show there, BBI okay. In Tini say, you, you have life. And that's the biggest news, breaking news, as to me. The
but just you have life.
Yeah, you have life. You have to be very excited. The details in life, when they say, oh, by the SSA, now if the SSA, I'm sure the boy, what me do, what me do. It is the echo idea. Wo nkwa o ade nyina ba wo yese wo be check obotom no check abrabo no dia e be fo ni so you have life. Nti na ne amanfo de meku ehye aduane pi stew no ma odia na wonum nsuo mo go meku no o de wo no mo a tim say wo num nsuo every 3 seconds
ebe do ho no one may complete me papa ka se mi che o se me na na bi ma meto no na ni fufuo ni nyina te se me nsei esu fufuo ne bi beka me ko wonu so sa we ne aduane ni nyina asi wo enti sa
de me ko timi ye no ene da soro nko free say ne rade de ache July de to so enai da nyame ase ono ade betimi ya bedu san pempen so we wo hwe bedwam on Adom TV multi TV so free say be kopem say no nkono bo bibia da meka say ye nyina ya kase ni wan say mauli and daya no ano de kwa kopem say no nkono bo supported by camera for sound for na lighting for na set designers makeup artists so control for ya da on nyina asese on so aso kwanso nkoso won so awaje bibia da wo hwe na wuti no so no ya da asipi we appreciate you so much and some would atodwa the ebre man ho kwan wo do bokata hodonum I don't know me ne diamond anafi afiamankwa tamakulu ya de ebro de didi kan no daily graphics say ECOWAS chair president Enstena mijidi say ade afiamankwa kwadi kaka wasemo ya kase ni anafi government upbeat about economic stability kwajo upon kroma na akase the big one here Ghana needs righteousness, not churches. Leaders, Apostle Eric Nyameche, Pentecost of Pain Pan, and also Edessa in some way at the Atuja. The people call quite.
Ghanaian Times, Nekrame, Mampenia, or Dini, the Bresse, Equa Jim Training, Berry, and also Ghanaian Times, a boy and one mania says, or just a word, Dane Ediama, a year Guinea Bissau, Mampeni, Umaro, Sissoko. Embalon says or no beye ECOWAS gym training and na Ghana Armed Forces so bo Ghana for nyina kokose wo mo enam kwati kwan so a wo mo uniform no wo mo tonton bi afa yakade bi a wo mo de bo wo mo de ye adwuma sa asrafo nipa bi nam kwati kwan so a ekwan ofa so a wonya no a wo de ma binum di abonefosem no wo mbetu ani e de sisafo ni nyina so World Bank allows Ghana for Gamma project inti Gamma project no so ekoso no World Bank for abo Ghana for abaso ewo eno ho na Ghanaian Times say ne da obokrata na nanka oton no 3 Ghana cedi no niema kosoro nti ono so wapeja mfa 3 Ghana nkoho bio unya binto eye 4 Ghana cedis nti ebika we nom ho ena anopay the Ghanaian Times obokrata no enso de nam
if you ba so no ma for daily guide in Chemaza motorway runabout project to start September osha area engineer Christian Inti anafe sector minister Mwakwata ene Japan impanyufo akosinsan krata one day echere was nyame adma phase 2 motorway runabout nkomono ana kwan no ade a ye hye September ya and which is my godfather wanted to sleep with me Enuaba Feli Nuna anono so de sa nsemwe tudwa and a KGL host Nigeria lottery regulator and what's the big one over 100 countries run to IMF and what's them and a daily guidance so etim diaba oko ani mafia online so there na edi kan share
online so no adomonline.com ne de share ne mo mamontie ne ye owura Jacob if anything ejalote aha na your birthday
wow Alote Jacobs
the
educated fisherman
me who na papa ejalote happy birthday
Alote
Yami show papa and about this side I'm saying that you know white too Yami show and here share online stories na adomonline.com near 2023 AFCON postponed to 2024 CAF and one more I confirm and one asem and no African countries and so some who do be a waha ni mo haye Dr. Ibn Chambers say you know ECOWAS you know a free Guinea senka womo onshore any ade you know the free ho e hon some no rock of Adams so the first indigenous Catholic priest of Gold Coast where this afano the first anniversary no so where this afano and afa NLA launches first ever Sunday draw a year asida inti Samia Ukuna no so bo adwuma sa ne sam foforo mu so ma me gift ohene konadu said chesa abro na adwene so project ahodo pa asante mantem mu aban no ayene se wani ense okache honsam na adomonline.com so de abansam bebre so ewo ho a audio so ewo mu nti wo ba ho no mu a wo benya bi akenkan ye podcast no so ewo ho nti wo ba ho no mu so a shows ahodo ni nyina no wo betie no audio ewo ho afei manjoonline.com so eho ensem IMF bailout no eho asemoro pon kroma so ede nsem bi atodwa no manjoonline.com anopay wono so abosa ensem no enchimu senyo hosi to step down as CEO of Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors and also eho asem manjoonline.com so ede abana GNPC to spend 5 million on the commissioning of Salt Pond Field. Edward Bauer and also allege ho ensem and no IMF will impose needless hardship on workers. TUC4 who say IMF ne de ahokyerapa na eba so finance minister must take a step back. IMF bailout so no political analyst bin so and the tudwa no de do ne de else penino watena chire na afi wo hwe de bekoso na ne so foforo so emra ho ensem mampani mfo nyini ene mampani mahama ne ades wono mo kai late General Kufu ne yire Emily Ekufu ne what one anano mo ewo ensiedo no eho ensem eno no nafe SOEs who failed to present audited financial accounts to be sanctioned sa ensem we adom kase ya kandadanti mampani abede chire Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia eno no so de sansemi eto edwa ene ye covid no ho ensem nso ene wo ase ha me hyeda hu ne yede na hu death ye Ghana hanma 1451 ena enam covid no so ena what one anan won siedo ene nipa wonya bie na adom nti won ho ato won no 163,482 eno eho asema total cases no 166,397 eho ensem global so ene gu ase ha nipa ewuo pa ye awrade nyankopon hu ye moboate nti yesre yakasa yenwo mpane ye yenworo yensa yansha max no ne ade a momaye ni so madofo mpacho de na ho
Diamond the Chronicle quotation very quickly some headlines. The publisher say COVID war push Ghana to IMF. That's the Ghanaian publisher. The Daily Analyst say churches don't change nations, only righteousness brings change. And once more the Statesman also say increased global crisis pushes Ghana to IMF. Anafe Baumia cautions SOEs on financial reports. The new custodian guide say COVID and war push government to IMF. Information Minister explains. And employ lawyers at MMDs to curb contract procurement breaches. And Price MP, Honorable OPK na Akase. Anafe, I am overwhelmed by government projects in Ashanti region. Monitoring and Evaluation Boss. And also this answer we are to the
me the Chronicle wrap-up kamea say yakeka ni nyina dada e online ne diaka no
yes
nti owura kwaja oponkroma na echirem ni enti a Ghana eko IMF na eno da nchen so ama kanema pani John Dramani Mahama say saa decision no ana say echirimpo no a mampani adodan kwakufu ado afa say ode Ghana ko IMF no of one so pa fi say baby akodu no saa na say eba asabi desk competitors to debate enti wa also unso betumi na presa na di bro pro NPP mu no monfa NC ene na ene Chronicle quotation no a ode eba ye no 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15 asem no ne say bomode gina nyankopon nim sede fata na odwumaye ni a eni se oferiye na okura no kwasem no mu pepepe enti no na che say bia na abasa ye se kwa IMF enti ese mapani nya kukudu no ka say ye nko aha de bia pacho no ye me majo ntre de enti odwumaye ni a won fa feriye enkrasem no sede etie pepepe enti
okay
eno ho
so
asem
boss you need to wrap up for us
me wrap up dia na mamisa mra covid ni biem kwabna dem say wo no sanitizer no waje achire die Mr. Ugusu and space free first ni eni bi otumi ye wo ba ne ekura wo say ya say wa relax system no say ye duma total no we are seeing now no 554,427,370 enipa nko a na wo na etwa me ye mu 6,361,475 enipa adofo a na ye ne wo mote ase ne wo nyina ni ho recovery no so ene boy ni mo hai ti mo mienhwe hu yi yensa hohoro no mo ma ne nya adwuma max baby a wonim se nipa dodo wo when you save ye close say no wa show max ye ne say beboa ne code aba system no mo pa code ne wa uye ni na obowa na uti dwa say den mumie hwe ne ye na ye boye ho ban ye rade de ne bambo no wo ye so de dia enne afisam nso medafo ye tie bi pa ye tie bi na anu ada ehunu se de trend enye bete enye easy sa nti adom nyame hira mawuli ne amechira se de mo trend ne de anu ode na franka no so erade nkoso amana kokodu na nkoso amone maame ne ho ban sa obi a wo bo bi nyame hira mo ene nso de ne ho hia pa maka kire ohwe bi ansa no wate de meken ase na mpensem mu aba ho sepenso beba mambo atmane ne team ne beba nti ye kwa agudie mu nsem etwa so
me da sefa so wa hwe video say your friend ye bi hia wo ho ane say o be subscribe share like it na comment na videos be brain be grow se be ya fofo so a show no o be unu sefa Adom TV Adom FM ye wo de mama me da se
Kwaba kese bi ba Adom TV so Adom TV so be dwonwuma di so dia we kan see mu sempai sakena no pensu ja medin de Enoch Kwasi Wolanyo Wallace agudi crutch ba ko pe the only nomenclature professor's degree in sports the Regina Wallace the nation's presenter and mesin kunya ekono kwanten coordinates mawdo en seka and no pensu e Ghana gudim ejao one expert I've always told you that betting is better than sakawa bet the utwani before na din befu utwani kuma bia din kuma san manum and nti abusua de japade bi sasa se ejao ska connection pass ya betia konane fani na kugu so utwani befu na din befu na mum bet with money that you can afford to lose sika se benyado edit your light bill edit your danka edit your school fees yem fam twa bet nya sade a waso ebetia hye uni mu fini wotwe so fa wonje bet na mo pe bet de a nya kan na achi no one expert na betia boa ema ne ema etia so to yi ede ema Jeffas Health Limited at the Jeffas Education and Aba, the cell, Bomodi Anderson, Sabitan can be infections beer, one sack can be on set me Kajefasa, a bitian bois, Amaniama, 18 to 2 years at the amount, or the Wenichi Heba shops, from physical shops, Nema, on Sabitan Kajefas mixture, now after told Wabo, Wabo, Manema, 18 to 2 years, the more Pomodon Sem. Said more gel and roll on, the ultimate pain relieving gel, Bomodi Anderson, Sabitan can be product you kwa Shama May Market and Yena. Temanso, Sabitan can be ho, Ubetian friend paying for 0208986731. Na on the sedimo gel and roll on. Yenchen kumo, yenchemwa emaniama 1822 year from our madama. Woman that touch our woman and a pencil, there can see one point saka, 8 a jow. Afienko World Cup warm up. World Cup warm up, and then uncommon human exactly 16 years ago. And Italy for Germany for trauma camino, woman to me and some other black and a 2006 World Cup against the case it was about Germany, our European soil so and a science so couldn't it was to Germany for and a host to Saki the case it was to Jan. It was a semi-final game at PM World Cup warm up. That was World Cup warm up and I had the Ebro na for and Nema ABC Kodiyama 2022 World Cup against case beating to your Katano. And me Adom TV she shares the Biblia yede about him sampa on set me can World Cup no now share who sampa nema ekuye pa de ma dwumedia ye ba bedi no but ye fe ni 20th century mu enso e Liverpool for akache Mohamed Salah and na my former friend Mo Salah me no ka say de wa send the contract na hye mu e de ama eye ne club Liverpool mfi makoma ko bias mensa ana wato so se nyame adoma obeto so esi akan eni me no ka say Mohamed Salah abe the highest paid player e Liverpool for akache Timo Salah anatene kase ne wakopie mu na so guso Liverpool for akache watene contract ni hye mu dia confirm akoma ko bias mensa is going to be the highest paid player e Liverpool for akache Egypt ni de hye Otabris kani na Egypt ana wode but hwe ni a transfer market ne guso across Europe wode wani kire Europe ma Cristiano Ronaldo so hwe nim se chembie kan Manchester United for on betin amanager club na for the 18th century before Sergio Manucho ebo na nim pempe ho hu se na niam esi eko
Summer transfer window no guso a ekoso na boboku e wa amanone na titire no mani abre pa wode wani kire English abrochi memu a Manchester United Cristiano Ronaldo na wotwe wiye wode atom penimfo anim se Donofo Tigare onyaboboko na kache a obefiri ho anu nti se boboko bi aba na se wopo no Cristiano Ronaldo a ma Manchester United penimfo embo mungu omunte na supam na se sika wo mu no esombo a omagye atum na wafiri ho na nya no nko a James Tarkowski abrantie na nkane no osi akan de ma Burnley Everton boboko na sign na ene wo besi akan e de ama wo Inter Milan nso Henrik Mkhitaryan abrantie no osi aka de ma AS Roma ende Inter Milan fo ne na wie ye mo ntwa sika botini bia na Tottenham Hotspur po boku nso Abranta ne kan no si akadema Everton ofi Brazil Richarlison ono so agya tumu a afia yebesimu no obesi akan de ma Tottenham Hotspur goalkeeper Dean Henderson enkane no si akadema Manchester United ono so Nottingham Forest poboko ne saka no a season fufuro yi wobeda tenem ede ama wo na Crystal Palace nso atede goalkeeper Sam Johnston enfie na contract na wagya tumu kosi akan ede ama Crystal Palace.
Enti ne se ne se dwuma no twede beja no but yenko 2022 African Women's Cup of Nations results how do it fence P Morocco for Burkina Faso twemeka ba comment ante Senegal 2 Uganda 0 na Africa Cameroon 0 Zambia 0. Ntines akenzi kese no 2022 African Women's Cup of Nations no na yedi kan the results GB kan P mu ejaw na ahye no smam se ne matches no 8 fian Santos bi Nigeria alata ya maiwa no beton se da first South Africa Nelson Rudla Mandela maiwa no na on dia pem so Burundi eton se da fair Botswana na so dia akenzi ne 8 fian South pem so afi the next African Cup of Nations no me no kase wi asimbo dia bere kokwa na ne dia sesa na ne akopiem kran se Avicus for ananke host to 2023 African Cup of Nations na Ghana yeguso ehwenim se betua sakobi but me no kase de yakopiem kran se e de 2024 ni nyina se nsu a to Avicus na sentem no enya sem kuma kra o de 2023 a wanhwa ebedi dokno kwa na no so Sergio Manucho eko Africa Confederation of African Football for na omde sankomo yi ejan kama
Africa Cup of Nations na wase Avicus man no gisi ni sire so afi a ebesim no enora ewo CAF nhye mudi omde pem so ye omo friends mtwerefo no tibre kese de CAF Patrice Moshepi ese omatu asensen a omo hwe ni mu se afi 2024 ene sa kan sikasi epepa so
Total Energies Africa Cup of Nations AFCON Côte d'Ivoire will now be held in January, February of 2024. And having said so, I want to repeat, I am so proud of the world-class infrastructure facilities, the support from President Ouattara, the Prime Minister, and the whole of the cabinet and the football people in Côte d'Ivoire. I think that competition is going to be very special. And I also want to thank the people in Morocco. I want to particularly thank His Majesty King Mohammed VI. May God assist him. And the people of Morocco and my brother Fauzi for a beautiful opening ceremony and a beautiful competition.
Afi na no nsem amode betu dwa e de fa African Super League ebeba so enche no papa yesi studio say 2023 okes busuminim and African Super League ebeba so
the Super League, African Super League, African Football League will start in August 2023. We are looking at $100 million to be used as prize money. $100 million to be used as prize money. The winner of the African Super League will get between 11 and 12 million for first prize, American dollars. And there'll be lots of other prize money to, as part of the 100 million US dollars. Part of the process involves giving every member association at least 100, well, let me say, giving $1 million every year to every one of the 54 member associations.
Na di twatwo kra ya owura Patrice Mochepi e de kan ho ne se CAF Champions League final yesi akan ne ba kope ya boboko obedi nkunim baje kruwa no enei ya do mo suko o matomu nchini ya o mo kire se ne na o ye ne dada na boboko ahodo mienu ya beko final no ya bebo no home and away de obedi nkunim no waje kruwa sisu no na de akodukrum.
A decision was formally taken today that the CAF Champions League is going to be two-legged. It will no longer be the decision which I inherited. The decision was taken in 2018 or 2019 that really caused a lot of the problems and unhappiness concerning the venue of the CAF Champions League. And I said in South Africa, and I repeat, I absolutely fully not only understand, but fully appreciate the huge amount of unhappiness that the president of Al Ahly expressed in relation to the hosting of the CAF Champions League here.
Nti CAF President Patrice Mosepe and Enra kwese da okwaso eseju manuchu ama ne kwankro no bisa nsemi a wode won komo so etwen sejanse nyame adoma African Cup of Nations instead of 2023 no eba so 2024 isanse Cote d'Ivoire for onsubira ne bia eto na chini wabre no nti omapia kense no e de akwa fufufrom eno pam a omatomu nchine se be ya sika ebetuen se pm de ama countries e de omani betuen sa chase no eno so ebetuni akosro. Then call the 4th edition of the Ghana Football Awards. Eno enso ya awards on kokra be se ne to so na ni ana etime sa to fam na no ada e the Grand Arena of the Accra International Conference Center AICC and Sajudin 18 Sabaso. Black Stars and defender and the Alexander Jugosia Kanema Strasbourg ewo Francis Sheso ono ana womo edit the Men's Footballer of the Year award no etimi emano utwamanti bi se Thomas Tepati Daniel Amate Jojo Walokot na fe so Mohamed Salisu wina opiamu na gunchen ano je Sabas bodie no ewo Ghana Football Awards na se.
Tonight is the night I've been waiting for. Baby, tell me what you wait for. Does this love true?
Ghana Football Awards. The toso 9 na wotwe wie abaso. Na ewo International Conference Center nkrampopuni mantem ha ena penifo bo dwadata asinkonwa. Omo di akotene agodie ni mu no. Ekoba omani akwahoma. Ekowi ase no. Na Ghana Black Stars player osi akan wo France Strasbourg. Alexander Jiku ono na penifo apagya ne nsa se why Footballer of the Year. Ona Korea Sanso J Foreign Based Player of the Year. Na Santikotoko. Enche waje Ghana Premier League ni si ni sire so no eye nkonya. Womoji awards dudu na. Na de dimu akotene ene coach of the year no. Womo coach ane tia de Prosper na te ogum. Ona penifo pagya ne nsa. Womo de mano.
I would like to thank His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Setutu for the opportunity he has given me to lead his club. The board, the management, the supporters, University of Cape Coast, the Vice Chancellor, and the management of the university. They gave me the opportunity to leave the university and go and pursue my dream. I would like to thank all of them. I would like to dedicate this award to the supporters of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They've been amazing. In good and bad times, they've been very supportive. Very, very supportive. Very, very supportive. They have encouraged me. They have motivated me to be who I am today. And to my players, the technical team and the medical team, I want to tell them the love they have shown me is so amazing. I'm grateful to them. God bless us all.
Na Sante Kotoko CEO, Nana Yampunsa, Ono G CEO of the year.
It is an honor to be here again, second time in a row to win this award. I would like to thank the Kotoko fraternity for the support. Special mention to the National Circus Council, Porcupine Tertiary, Kumapim Group, the Kotoko Ultras, and all the supporters who have been with us through thick and thin.
Kotoko asanso jirane naso aje team of the year and a special fan award of the year no ekomano the twatwo most vibrant club on social media. Kotoko asanso je female coach of the year no Nana Jo Adakwa ono ewa ampem da akwa ladies Odate Lamte future star of the year Felix Afanya Jan je goalkeeper of the year Bechem United goalkeeper Idris Abdullahi Waje Koye and a home-based footballer of the year no Ashgood Abrante Yawano Aji.
Thank you for this award this meeting. Thank you for my teammates.
Female team of the year Ampem da Akwa ladies Aji Koye the best African international no a Bayern player Sadio Mane Aji Koye.
Africa means a lot for me, and of course I won't forget to thank all the people who has voted for me and the Ghanaian people and all Africans across the world for the support and prayers. And obviously I would love to be with you guys to celebrate it, but I can't make it. But of course, enjoy your evening. I'll tell you something. I love Ghana, and I'll of course see you very soon there.
Pressure. Myself I dey wonder. Now I don't tire. Now which kind of wahala? Yeah. It is so.
Inti Ghana Football Awards, the 4th edition, and I was an Yama ACL Coso on Sergio Manuchu, and Okuchi Sansemina, the Gu Apoaso, the Bayer, ni. I don't come across so it and say just and so say one expert I've always told you that betting is better than Sakawa. Bet you train before and didn't before. Jeffas Health Limited, Jeffas Mr. Naba, Okoeba shops, pharmaceutical shops in the Mount Sabitia Kabi, and I've said more gel and roll on. A dream boy, you too much. Yeah. Ultimate pain relieving gel, set me can be a Nusubitia boy. Madama, I'm going to touch the woman and open so there we can see one senpai and Sakai, 8 me a jow. Within the Enoch, Kwesi, Walanyo, Wallace, I could cash back open of of course, evidence based sports and teaching it message out. The act of being a good guest is to now to say goodbye.
I was here with the Reverend Kwamina Aida. Me Gidi say, you do me dinner when you your videos, your talk shows, need to make dinner. Then you hear me partners and send a bayer was Sabaka to me 24/7. Oh, bell, what your punches so. Sabel, punches so, up punches so, punches to you. That's how punches to you. Oh, punches so 24/7 to make dinner. A shasha, kikro, now on Saka. And follow us and share the page. For commenting now, so when I mean share.
Friday night in one day, boys in a guest in a night. So when you almost are one day, I see what to Abu Booby Nade. They were to move to Mante. Yellow Pata, guess I'm matching. Club the weapon ya tasin na mosa ya wa driver ko fi rade bedi sti ano ele ya maloko rade
Kofi what's the name
Boko ya me na adum na chapel ya mokwet mu wi
ya me ase papa na minimida enyi Miss V we very good relationship boy won yanko pa. Oh yeah.
Much I say, I put my career.
Me put endorse. Yeah, we're very good.
Endorse. I'm a colleague.
Into no say, me can describe Miss Via. I be can
musically, no, matter are you good? Like musically, are you good? Or them? How much type of them go for music anyone escape but what's in the no go for casa as I music back be them go for went to one voice so baby
baby. If I don't so, baby. There will be some. Why don't I check with them?
What favorite song from Miss V? How about you?
Also, my natural gap. Come and see my mother.
Come and see my mother. My mother. You must see my mother. My mother. Come and see my mother. Hey.
Natural girl.
Natural girl, that one, me check it.
Natural girl.
I'm a natural girl.
Kovi, munka dating, but natural girl.
But I'm a child. I'm on your mother down. So I'm a fan from a hoe to her. It's enough for me. I'm on your mother to come and see my mother. Nah, yeah.
I've been on the road for the longest time, but nothing they happen or what they run my life. I've been on the road for the longest time, but nothing they happen or what they run my life. Anytime I ask around, I say my people they do me. You put my toe in, you put my toe in. Yeah, for more, yeah.
Boko,
that's all I can say.
Okay, that's your fun tonight. But my car, I was a cheap.
I love Fanti. I love Fanti so much. I wish I could speak it properly. So any Fanti word I know, Semetunyuma, Namida Shim. I love it.
Yeah. As I say, now Yensin come and found new song no Masharita. After Bevu, no, they answer one can be your man as a Masharita. Ekashine.
Masharino AME, one of my first singles, and on the 1st of July, me releasing new single, 2 new singles, many book back bright, and a many Goyamen on Nisefa, and people should be on lookout for a lot of more music. Yeah.
Wow. Into I was into another one catcher, then.
No, I mean, me were around for some time, and sometimes no, I've been here, so I'll be calling off. And try to redo things differently. And to say Amaba, and you'll be hearing a lot from me.
Apart from a BB Cup different, apart from
my fans there and so don't think about any other thing. And I don't talk about any other thing. Music now, yeah.
Now, Masharita, how is it doing? Maybe you use the different approach as a turning, normally like a promotion there. I don't want to media houses. That's why I promote on social media. Any reason?
In promotion, there were various mediums. And so business and then there's another medium what the back and to me TV me radio me TikTok and social media because a new medium so and all the other songs are definitely you see it on all the platforms but big up to the fans. New music is on the way.
Now minimum calculator up 10 years upper 10 years more than 10 years how's the feeling like? What's keeping you going?
Very humbling, sir. You've been around fans do embrace every song and mad love to the fans. Yeah, you guys are keeping it fire for me.
you've been out there, and they back there over 2 decades. And Mommy, oh yeah, Abba's one thing. Back there, I keep musicians going for so many years.
Honestly speaking, say I love what I do, and the BB and making sure say I'm on course. And I'm first to frame me. Until nyame ebini sa adomu wa he ensuma ye hire na mejina o until nyame
man sisi aro no enyum no yenyim dey performances na but eje dey enyum kra nyi new song na dey prepare bibia ma he.
Oh, and let's say meto me latest song no jiweni no cause say me man for ehun. Yes, and then say meto jiweni no. I'm still composing songs, but say ne can say no bibia boy until so wunya producer no be better way to say me release enyum there me do go studio obeba mo enyum pa.
Energy no asa wono na aza no amaya hono hiama pa or your exercises na all the time and what keeps you
ngode nyankopon de ache me to be make NSM to say my bread because I drove around the whole day but they be me do nyankopon makes a way it's me exercise na me call gym but it's always been good to me.
How has it been? Because after Links, it's just been you.
Yeah.
In your support,
oh, it's not just been me. I have a very good team, and Omwa supporting me up until this time, and they've encouraged me, they've pushed me, and it's because of Team Amiwo. That's why I'm here today. That's why I've been able to release a 10:30 album. And I want to encourage the girls who are doing this to just stay strong and keep pushing because it's possible. Yeah.
For some of us, one from we look at you from behind. We don't see one struggles. No, all we see is the glam. Because it's all Miss V's and what.
Yeah.
Is it all rosy?
Nothing is rosy anywhere. All rosy anywhere. Even the job you are doing, there's problems. Nothing is perfect. So ups and downs there. Our hobby breed. Yeah.
Back the 10 years, what has been your biggest challenge?
Being female in the music industry is tough. It's tough, yeah.
Like a baby belly in the 90s, I'm deal with this, deal with this, deal with this in that mic. We have a deal with this, Say she want live with the body, oh. She don't want your money, oh.
Talk about how it's difficult for female artists to come this far in our industry. From your own perspective, if you feel that what makes it so difficult for the female?
In this life, yeah, it's about women and children before men. Why? Because these are the weaker vessels. Yeah, stronger vessels. So there are troubles they face in life itself is plenty. So that trickles down to every department. So that as well is one of the reasons why it's not easy for women to break through. You know, generally speaking. But talking about the industry, I think they shouldn't give up. More of them should just be able to be strong. Look up to the ones like Miss V and Efia and all them ones, Becca, and continue to push. Use social media as an avenue to push yourself. You know what I mean? Don't give up. Don't be waiting on somebody. Like, it's the same strategy. See? You know, big respect. All the females, you know, say me, I be support all of them. Efia, Eno. Eno is like my sister as well. She's the baddest rapper. I'm saying it today. From Ghana. Not in Ghana. From Ghana. You know what I mean? So you don't know one God. Yeah.
We'll be on here. Okay, it's the latest videos I have on social media. Now, about Janam or Tonyo.
Also, I'm penny. It's all about stage. I'll be so bad saying, Nama.
I believe we jump on a putu, Jamana, or Chomo.
Small bueno or a sharp keke.
It's say, or go ahead, drop your music.
And I say, Name, that's what it is. That's all about to my because Bible no more, Yankopon wa my then talent and on my end. And if I'm happy, say my son and my daughter, they can already show signs of musical talent. They can become whatever they want to become in life, but music is a talent. So that's what they want to do. I'm going to support it.
Anytime you're full stage, your voice, gosh. I me personally, when I hear you sing. But on Cherry be another young for the last year, you are working on your last album. Or that?
Well, and there along the way, my mother passed, and there was a lot I wanted to do already. And I took my time, but I've actually finished the album, you know, and it's been a while, and so it's all that me release it, but eventually I will. And I'm telling you, I have some amazing love songs on, proper Asante tree love songs that will take people back to way back when I started. And it's going to be an interesting album. I've thought a long time for it, and it's been years, and so I think it's going to be worth the wait.
I've been a fan since I was just a little girl. But I you're there for retirement. I consider the young one.
I say.
I consider there be a young one. I consider there be you are not going anymore.
Well, so what I told other people, women here, saying they say, I didn't say I was gonna retire. I said I'm not gonna be actively doing music anymore. I was a studio till a certain time maybe, and I'm gonna leave it, but I'm still gonna be performing. Who invited me to wedding? I've been performing what you say. So I'm still gonna perform, but I'm not gonna be active because I have so many businesses I'm doing. But music is my love, so I can never throw it away. So that was a mistake. It's not. I mean, people say they retire, but they can never retire from music. You can't really, yeah.
Yeah, I want my drop singles to be on my end.
But definitely some singles coming up.
Me, I'm very excited. Now, how is family?
Very well, very well. My daughter is old now. I think she tells me she rules the house now. And my husband is doing well. We're all doing very well, the entire family.
Being a female artist in this era, not easy.
To be a female artist, it's not easy. And it's not easy because we do not have the kind of support that the men have. However, I think the women, they are pushing. At the end of the day, you have to push. So I think that's what we're doing. And we just have to be each other keeper. Men are together, so we need to come together as well and do it. And once we do, they say then prior but Okamboma embu.
I'm tempted to call you Rasa.
Thank you so much.
If you send me a winner, so me want to say, cause I'm everyone say mambo. That's the one to me, Johnny Maninko. If you send me a winner, so me want to say, cause I'm everyone say mambo. That's the one to me, Johnny Maninko.
I was here, me the Reverend Kwame na Aida. Me gidi say, you jumedeni na we need you. Your videos, your talk shows need to make deni na. Na the hear me pa say send e be ya was sabaka e jumedeni 24/7. Wo bell no, what they point so. Aha, sa bell no, point so. A point so biu. Na sa point so biu. O point so 24/7 jumedeni na. E shasia kikro na won saka and follow us and share the page. For commenting now, so to on your mission.
Memwate midofo ne brand so aye de ahia wo Badwam ne afei na fisem komocheche no edru so anopay so bi here for to sem bia owura ni tekotegu ama obi na sesia nso de bra kwadwantwedi ato ho ama wo no nti se wa abofra esese osua nante ansa na wasua ebrikatio fa sasem no bo ntoma no ne fetu anamo na emwa ena edwade edikan ewo kita won saboso me etoso ensomo Awurade Nyankopon adom yen de akyeye na yesre ne se de osomaye no oma ye ho ahoden na yentumi enye ne ye enti memede ne se metena ha na mabo awura wa fiem na yedi enkomo a etasisi ewo fiem se afisem komochechie enti na enkomo a ye ba bedi no eye na no dwoada se ne enene na awotwe pepepe enkomo a yedi ya yetwe wadwe isusu se wo fa afuru a na se afuru no enya abosome dodo bi a ene ye obia a woye de wo ka no abofra na woda woyem no ohu ote na wo no nso a etumi nya nsunsanso ewo so esanse na ye nimunti ye ni ba ye ho so bebre wo san komo no ho ene ye san to aso wo bra lecturer orasami obeboa ye na afei yetumi ehu ni yie na ma onya fa afuru a anasa wa fa afuru a ene ma ba komienu bi o ha wagya ayo
anase nneɛma baako mmienu bi wɔ hɔ nso a watumi ayɛ ne yie na abofra no etumi anya ne sonsunso aso papa ɛnɛ deɛ ne yɛhwɛ deɛ yɛhwɛ ne sɛ aso abofra kora no so da ɔyɛfunu mu a na wodi abosome dodoɔ bi a wo ne to hɔ a te sɛ bi a ɛdwontoɔ ne kasa etumi nya sonsunso aso wɔ so ana so ho enti yɛbɛhwɛ na afei ɛno nso yɛsua bibi ɛde afim yɛwɔ akwanya se yɛbɛdi saa nkɔmmɔ yi ɛsan DBS Industries Limited adaromenti DBS sɛ abrabɔ yi mu yi dabrɛ hia nyame ayɛ wadom no atumi asidan ne bi asi hɔ na adu ne mmɔ so a ɛnkyerɛ wadwen nyɛ bibia na wo ho nimdeɛ DBS for na ɛwɔ saa nimdeɛ no enti fra wɔn fa 0543 286637 ɛna 0577 619 102 wɔn mu ankasa bɛkɔ baabi a wosidan no na ɔma kyerɛw sɛ baabi adan ne si no nkyɛnse wei ɛna ɛbɛyɛ ɛde ama no enti ɛne DBS for ɛni nkita ho ne nya nkyɛnse papa ɛfa bɔ odan ɛso na nuanom nso ananom menda mokɔboa yɛma yɛtimi kɔgye ɛyɛ Ghana Football Awards no mpamkyɛw nyame hyira mo nyinaa nuanom nso a modi mu nkonim no congratulations yɛda nyame ase enti ɛno da nkyɛn so anɔpɛ yi nsuo mu na wahu nsuo mu na menim sɛ de ɔmpɔtam tie nanso yɛn pɔtam ha kokomlem da bɔnten so de nsuo mu na tubo sɛ ɛba ne saa na wo TV no ɛyi mikrom hɔ na kane no ɛkyim ɛyi pampuro no a na afei wokɔkyim wahwɛ yi na akɔfa asɛm foforɔ koraba kɔna kɔtɔ HD plus decoder nsuo na ɛtɔ awia na ɛbɔ TV yɛ ni da hɔ krɛ wobɛhwɛ TV feely na wanya mo experience nso ne ohia bi etu atɔ anaso ohia bi wɔ ne fie na ne TV hwɛ tumi akɔnkan no bɛfrɛ 0242 439 872 nsɛmbisa bi a ohia no nso ɔmo ayɛ krado ofra a wɔbɛgye so na wayi wa no afei Grace Gift Herbal Clinic sɛ menka nkyerɛ sɛ ɔde nyamesuro ne nokoradie ka kyerɛ wo sɛ wɔyare anifraeɛ na ɛde mfirihyia dunum a ɛma hɔ wɔn ntumi nsa afei nso ebia asotire ne kwata ɛhaw mfirihyia dunum a ɛma hɔ ofisɛ no deɛ nyame amfa ɛho ahoɔden ne ɛho ayaresa ama wɔn na mmom saa yare bi wɔ so na nyɛ ndi mfirihyia dunum kyerɛ 15 years a fo ani kyerɛ Grace Gift Herbal Clinic wɔn ɛbɛsa yare nkaeɛ biara no wɔn nam haban so ne abɛfo ebɛtwitwa agye no wade wo ho enti wo enkramantam hanum sɛ a ɔmɔkyiri kwan wɔ New Achimota Petroleum wɔn ne Family Life International School no ɛna edi animhwɛ wo asantamantam nso a ohwim School Junction barekɛse kwan ne so ɛhɔ ɛna obɛhu frɛ 0244 126 123 ɛna 0246 518-003. Na St. Andrew Senior High School, woman that saw a school for, say crank for also your branch a wonumwa. St. Andrew Senior High School no yen can was someone a private school. Name so person call private school senior high school and sign St. Andrew if you say ho and now qua grade A school for no home. For 0244696911 and 0257312448. One more ebeboa Piwak Natural Health for say. One more at the Piwak Draba and no haban and no makika boom and if you dear butter home I am a drum a cametro say. And then how would the Bomodia said 3P garlic mistano Ubenya bianum nabehus and Micramasam work dodo. So a Piwak for enro and I make for their mawe. Fred Dr. Prince Nelson Mototi Ewo 0248 928-824 and 0201 000-021. One bejo so na fe wenya Piwak 3 garlic pea Mr. Nibianum. Now upon modern honsome etime akoye medofo sanyu mekuya da romanti and then so ye wa kwanya say bebwara ye fiefiem na yetumi asua de na yesua ye target no pa eye wonmo afa afuro na afuro no eduru baabi na no te say ba ne sa mema ne so wo motefa a wo beye de aboa ema no enen so ye ba beto asa ye nkomo chichen so na ma opemfo anase unim opemfo bia anase unya afafuro na sempo be fa bia eduru honoma wahu de obeye menne ora Samuel Foridankwa oye lecturer ewo counseling units psychology ewo University of Education no ewo Winneba na watche se ne obi ya dwene mu enen so waye krado mira dankwa mpacho mache
ya mi ga ba na mpacho se
erade adumonte ho ye pa mpacho wonso
adum yeso ye ho ye pa
ye de erade ase ne na watche se ne na ye oba na woda no wo ho
Pacho pa
ayo ene oh ye na se erade no a wode ne chair wo no oma ne enti wode ne chair wo no emra mumau amen
amen
yeah that's it na me ray na watwe se ne no se de nkomo no ye de faaye no ene ye to aso afiri ho nanso amafo asase ebisa se na watwe se ne no e de kra na mo kan ye to aso anhwa na obi ankote ase enti me sro bo na watwe se ne de no tofa simaketo e bi na afa ye nkwa ne de ne so
me dasimi aba ahwefo ano pay na watwe se ne ye share mu no nkomo edi na fa the teacher say abofra hye yefunu mu na ekunu ana oyere eja ena aho kan se mutimi di hye mu na mde boa sa abofra yo hye yefunu mu otini baby ena mu banyu na kofa na ba entini pompon so ni se musu ene mobile ni mebi amobeda na tie no ewo nsuso bebre o sa abofra ya oda yefunu mu no entini ekasi yen se sempen pi no woye batan na se ofa yefuna eni ho kwan se ofa tete ana oyaw bebre mu ahoyiraw entraso emboa abofra no hye yefunu ni sentia sentini se abofra no hye yefunu mu ni titiriw efi bosumi enso 7 months kono ni ma bibre ta koso ne npotemu anase kan surroundings no abofra no na so ete isanse sabre no na kwa ni nyina na ewo ne hu bia no na chese efficiency ya na eye ewie ne sa se na so se ne kuma se ne ni se ne nsa nketinketi ni nyina no na chese abofra no onya kwanya se ni nyina ahye ewie enti yesre awofo titiri se eya ne ehwe yenkomodie ye ensem ye ya ensem a eya ka titiri o abofra ne ho entamwa ne di ho bio ne se oba ne tete na o ha adwen o dwen nyina no ne nyina abofra no ewo chifa wo mu bi enumti no na ye hwe na ye mwa oba tan bia ye kasi su bio sun se emwa no enye bema kwa ne fa yefunu no ho na efieba wa ne tifie one ne kwa sorry ana ne kosum one ne ti dwa so bebia oni oba tan ana se opimfo bia esnya insawoso no bomodin se obema ne ho atono o ma ne nteti bebre na obenya abotoyem ne mum se science se enye se na tete ni ho na chese ebi ni ho kra ne kakra bi so de eboa isane abofra no ba no oba betu ewiase a de ye wo mu ewiase a atete wo mu etino na no so aboa abofra no hye efunu na mo waku se ewiase no emu edin kakra
ye da se power ne tofa bonim no ye te entimpacho mo ana mo bisa se na wo twetwa mebi a wanya kwanya anhwe entie nkomo ibi no ena mirada nkwa abo ne tofa de ama ba bia ye medane se ewiase a ye ba ye bibia nya mreda it's the fact say yese ema obi nye opemfo ayaka de ne so nche se ye bote if say ebeka abofra no nti aya na wa Kenya ho so kakra ho ne ye mede pa me da say itipacho ene de na ye hwe ne say abofra bi o ha ye wona wo bon se na no tentem wo kasa obeti say enipa oni omotifie no e wo de wo mpani sam o akola ben kra no ano bete saa akola bi so wo ha na ohoro so akola bi o ha onkasa da bi okro benante atrumika so na nonte ne nyina ye ade a enya nsunsuaso ebra abofra no wo ye funu mu ye wo no wi a saa de no tumisi ana
yo ne nyina wo nsunsuaso na mgidi se nkomodie ye koso no ye befa ne mako emra no
jo
ene de no ye behwe nsunsuaso titiwo a eba ebra abofra no oprese obeba wiase no oba bedu eye bosomi nkroachi enti fida edikaya oba asase so oba na ayifo ayi muta kapoto muka ne se oba atiasefo asase yesu aha obedu ye no ne surroundings eye ne mia ye bia otimpotema wa be pie mu no ewo sunsunso kese esane se ne koso akotwa ni nyina no afi na oba benhu ye kan reality set yankasa entino so wo ye funumu no onya bridges and answer near bi an tweye e wo ye fununi mu ana awotwa ni mu a wa ba bonten no afi na ye ba bi hu ni nsan so ana like the consequences nsan so entino nsan so ni bi ni say obaye no na ebia ne kasa no ensi so horoso no ye won ye afia wotwa mu de ba tina me kan ne be pemre na no ya sim kakra ama ye ahwefo anyantiase ye won ye difi ye funu mu ba nanti a ensi ye won ye difi ye funu mu ba abofra ne mpomu a ensi so ye won ye difi ye funu mu ba ene ye won ya o banen so no efimro fini na yem pie abawiase no eno so nyeme bi antwe ye no so ede sansunso yi etimi ba ena ye wo obedu ye nso no ne hwemu no nye timidi sansunso yi nso eba ene de no ye hwe waba beduro no esanse no na ye ndodo na etanya ho akwanya efi da edikane ekosi eye bosumi du nwotwe 18 months eko ni fiemi mu so abofra no ewo subia odana die a eboa no mani wiase a waba no otiminya asetenapa ana ye ka se ebona tenase
na cha se eno no ye afe ene abosumi nsia
de bi da edikan
edikosi abosumi sen bosumi du nwotwe
18 months ekosi ni fiemi no so
okay yo
the 18 months akusi 2 years
yo
sansunsui ebifi asese efi ne ho etifi 0 day 1 ekosi 18 months no abofan subi ewo hono ma esise etimipie ebi ni se ensa etoto ebi ni enan etoto ebi ni eni a etwa kra ebi ni se oda ho na ono a ewese na no assembly a okande nanso na ewese na ebi ni se sunsum to ne so a na wotwa nani afohwe bebi a sunsum no efie eba oti kasa na wadane ne ti akọ bebi a kasa no efie eba anadede no efi eba na obi se wadane nani ekosa abia ya no abofra ne beda sa ne ma we nyina eti na boawo ofo na mo hu se abofra na wo ba wiase no bibia nyame ede domomo bia na eye adwuma
enti no wo be ho se eka ono nko a wotumi danda ne ho di agora na tesua ye na fo ho ne nanu nyina bi okra no de ne nan ahye nanum ebi okra be ko no wabutu no preso na che se esese wo hu se efi da ye wo no beto ho fi sa abre na akosi ne fie mienu so na ese otumi ye sa neema we nyina
e wo se otumi ye
it is a wo abofra efi da wo de beto ho na sa neema we nyina onya de kosi afene bosumi nsia e de kosi ne fie mienu so asem wo ho
na e wo se ohwehwe mmoa echi kwan eso ohwehwe mmoa echi kwan enti na ya na to da ehunhia se yetie ye nurse for can from nurse nketwa ubon se omo na manten mu from community health nurse
no mo se kaki ni
no mu hwe sram ofre wo fie enso gidie sum bi ni ade kurakura ye ntie no eto da ye se mi de ye ma ye hwe me ba no obeba na yaye na obeye sei na so ehunhia kese pa
eti se obi hwe ye anope na otie sankomo ya emfa ho ne wosom na emfa ho ne wugidie no eye den ya obefa afuro e de nipa bawiase enti de wo kan no enye gidie ne osom asem esese woni ne tumi pef pen bi na ochrochro to ho bako no forget mesom ne me gidie asem
papa ehunhia me
okay
ehunhia me pa esane se wo ho a ensem etaba titiru osom echefam no aya na ebi enyan amefa akwanyan so asre ana ebi enyan esane se esi sen na wawo ba abawiase na odaho on Kenya ne ho on tintin mpumu na wodi abofra atena asia okobisa ose o makosofo ho makodifo ho makomalam nchen ya bompaye ya mame akwenye ise me fansesra nkubi fansesra abofra ne ho ehun hiasa ehun hiasa ni hia ne se ubekọ hospital ni ayehwe bia ayehwe mo frankasa omo mo bebre the big mouth and then so health insurance environment mo frahwe nya hometie sa wo hospital nya hometie sa enti no mesra wo for pi mo hwe ya no pay eya mo fa mo fra ne nko no won hwe wono mo enti mo fra na ndasa so bi edia na chese oba be ha bo fra no it sense ultimate na ase ni di hono say otimi bonim ho so or sorry atnas
ya te
abofra no abofra no pese otnasie na onfe otimi ntnasie ono aka so betete obe praise obe sorry so otimi
na ti eba de sakra ato abofra no ni gidie na nije bi afri ni mu efi se owo pene se nko betnase nso ontumi
or penise obetnase nanso ontumi sabia ye no ahwefo nsem abofra no wono poto kasa mu no me fa bibi kakra fie ewura bia efra no Erickson's minim say won my psychology donanim sasema making Erickson's efa nipa adwen ene yempotem tina efra no psychosocial development senia umpote utimu adwen yeda utimu ehia na ma wasetina wo mpotem utimu no utimi etina siye nti saa hyehyɛ yeda hoi se yenhu bi won ho pe na kye se unina so na development no etosi kakra umputu abrabo mu na unyin mu no etosi ni kakra nti unhu a na kye se wahwehwe ho akade na odi siesie mi di ho ba ko ne se abofra no benya gidie a ekuetia mistrust kra mo kan twi mu say trust and mistrust se onye gidie ana se onye gidie
wo bibi mu
na we batitu emra abofra no ewo wonu ma odo wonu mu woni ho obehu se abatan ewo mu no se uja obade ma hokho a prefope na ozu sa aboduma sa no eso ben na pe unso ni mu kra na osre anase no oja ni so echese abofra no won katidi a emma no nya ne friend gidie ewo nia oba beso ni mu no agi na efiri ohokwo na oni gidie woni mu ni nsem entinu se sa kwanye yisu eni ho na onhu a na chese bibi to sin kakra
entinu obo se eba ne se ya se ayese obi gi obi bana abofra ne mpese obeko ana se bia watue sum mu no aya na o maka se jama nipa smesem se wo beifo se jama oni ho papa nti akwala ne mpese obeko ne ho enye sa na tie ne mo makwala na na dwen mu no o bibi a wode ahye enso wo ne na no ana nipa etai ge no no ho
etino owo gidie nya reshimu sonkun bi ma wonu mo a wo ben no pa na wenya odo ama wo eti wo ye hoho ne de ebe di mereka kra ansana wotimenya san katidie na na sesa areshimu ni bi ama na ntenye beyi
yo ya ti ase
na o tie krasi a obaye no ohun leader obaye na awaje no obesu onino
eti eno na ema etwe adwen si so na wotwe etwa mu de a wo kire ye ne se owo ye funu mu no enna no a woda ne ye funu mu ne de etwa ne ho ahia nyina no ote na oni enti obedu asa senso de ne wo ho eti de ho no oni no anya sa bia obeye no bibi nti na oni no no
sa pepepepe
na emofra no bi nso wo ho a wo ho sa emre dodo ye a wo kan no obi age na obekọ obi a obeje no bia obekọ won nso ada eba de sa emofra no nso no de na ye nhyɛ nso wɔ ne ho
eno nso wo ho sa fo ne behwe a wonu mu ntan no so eti no self ne kan protocol exceptions wo ho exceptions for and say ne dance so bi wo honom wo bibia eye hye efa ho enti ne safo no eye no so hu hia se wo ye wo a obema wani aba ne ho and wani akọ ne ho strong
okay
isane se eye ban bonso nyame afa ne nyansa kwan so ede ebo mofa ne ho ba free nipa bonfo enti sabofra no ye ne obi aso ni mu a otai kwa on chinchin ho kakra bia na se on gin ho kakra na che so bia bitime wi aba ne de na kwa wani mba ho so eno so ne sunsan so ba ko no enti national kola so be nya gidi wo hwefo bi nsem no na bofra na nya nye fano basic and say fundamental trust basic ni efidie mu eni da so abofra benya wo mu no na che so timi ma na duane di wa otete duane hye na no oje udi pa wa osu a otimi hwe nanim na ogige ne sere oje udi pa afei wa otutu ne nsa otimi de nsa ma no na wasom na odane ne nsa na ekọ benkum de ekọ nifa sa agro na ya won ni mofra ni die no nso ogige wo mu pa na sajidie etimi boa abofra no daachi ehu hia pa etimi eboa abofra no ne daachi
jo etimpache wo mesoro na me bisa se enti emma time na ebia oye na ade bi na ne besu odu ne ho asa okwa akofa no ebi kro otimi tware ne na ho kakra upesu kra dodo o ma me nya de kakra akola ade na onte ho na me na se yen kasa nkyere abofra fi se ni nyina otie ohu o hye ne nso ntie basa onya wo mugidie wo ho
onya wo mugidie sa ewo otia abofra nukrenie so nim so ye mfom so a otia na odo
ewo sa empempenso ni mukra no sa
otia na odo
I see
ne mumu no abofra ne wo kasa efa sumu sa fo no so wo kasa nyina esa so munni kasa ni si so ntino ni oni kwa befa so atimi ni wakasa ni so no bese ana say obesu na obe dandan no etino eti so utimi tine kasa no kana se hu se ebia efrem ko fi mi da ho na me muni na bia masem madwonso egu me diaper mu ana se me jami na egu me diaper mu me hu tete me hu se tebia me yesa na bibia me yesa na nsunsu anso no na wo ye ma me pe me hu pe na me ni achi oda wo hu pe na ni achi
ayo
so onim se ototo ne nsa ana se ofia se di ne nsa hye no nu na so okeka na ye kom na di no na hu pe na o ma na duane a ope wa asem
yo yate yase ne nso we kire se abatan yo no eyesuku ko entinye se bia wo de nyame ado wutimi nyimu anti na wanyemu na chese akola ne ba den obenyi one na musa no anyi na okone ba bi se enye sadete mira dankwa ye to nkra ba wo ho na ye ba de ode beboa ye de bewie ne se afei sa ne ma we nyina no sai ne bue abofra na dwene mu wone kasa mu ne ne ye ba komienum timi sro twebe me ba na one ye wie e wo sa kwan ne so me ba meda say anyone that just no pe wo hwe fisem komo cheche ewo Adom TV so me chia piaga echia akesimi ene ne ba Diamond Junior echia Prosper aja enso ene ne ba Diamond Junior for no nyina me mamache enti ye to aye komo cheche ne so mira dankwai enti obehu say emofra no so mu nyina akohia wo school dan mu a afei no obi aben pa obi nso wo ho a we ya dantam obi nso wo ho a teacher de beboso emfa ene repetition no class back ho wotimi repeat be de ohodu ba bia na teacher for no apia no na okonanim we de kire say yeye awofo ne matan sa de ni nyina hyase fi emra wo mu so yi wo ho
fiase fi abofra no kasa chemu language development akola sebe adinim ene adwene ekuta no ne nyina so kese pa yese otumi ne surroundings and I said important for a team komo edin sauso se no ambemu a ha abofra no pii ne mpuntu nso ne nkan kɔ etoda na atouch chima kakra
me pacho eno no ye ne sen ho se bia uja abofra no ma okodi agro na otimi socialize ana se ne sen ho se ne kasa osua kasa na pacho ho no mante ase papa
yes ne fi ne kasa mu ni oditi fie ono di agro ana se odiko school na ne fiti ase pa ne ye fi da ye wo no ko 12 months ste abofra no ebetime nya mpuntu ese ohun se ofi ase keka nsemo na no ne friend babbling obe buse wosna no okeka nsense mi wonti ase afi obefi ase kan bia mama na dada na echese abofra na dream ene nia wa beto mu na dream ni na wa beto mu no enye nhyiae enti no otimi identify na so otimi daddy say we enso ye we ebia say toy bi ofia otimi hu say we sa toy we enti no menti so bedi afenede na ese say ensem di say bye bye mama dada anase car otimi eka so otimi nya sad akwenye ya ebwane ma otimi esai ewo ni nyansa hwehwemu anase na disua mu se onti bibia ase a eche se otimi ni ne sesofo di nkoma obetimi abisa no anya nchase se ankoye a enya nsunsuanso wo ne friend ni se wo de ko classroom a nyanso ba ko sua fi school dem no enya nsunsuanso wo so esan se ne di kan na hunim se na esteem no eba fom enti no ote school dem ho nyina no na fefo etimi ka rhymes ibi no mo tuhuri no mo sano ontimi nka bi enti aka na hye enti no adaje a obenya ma adwen no ejesua na ekoso board ne so no odi bisa ne ho nsensem ade na me de mintimi nye we bie ade na mintimi nye saadie ade na mintimi nye sa
de bia na wa
no ha abofra no hanipa if you busumi do more train so air kono esi say otimi eji instructions meaning say be can no tree mama eti ko instruction kasaba esi so otimi ti ase no de adwuma eti jai esi so otimi ti ase no jai ko esi so otimi ti ase no ko onko a esi so otimi ma ohun ni ti a onko eno so boa eti obeko school sa nsunsa empempenso na wodu no eye afenefa wodi afenefa ekono o ka chen say a height na jonso a obeso jonso a obeko ho idan sa abofra no esua kwan ye fa so de enhyenso etena asase so anani ni partner se ema eyeye
yo
sa abofra na nya sa kwan nye ya obehu say omu ni nfasofo nyina ekọ washroom akwa Johnson no no de ogina kwan chen na Johnson sa eno ne bibria ehu mpenyimfo so ogina kwan Johnson
we de nkasa kra bio ye fancy ha mi rada nkwa ye fancy ha nkasa bio kra kire se anano no a yenyi se mofra no esu ne ban a ye ntete ya ye de ma won de efi awofo ho ye mpotamu ene de etwa ye ho ahia no se ye de nyin entina brothers ne bebre ekwan ho ya na watwe bibi no won fere na wo jonso yedase eti yedase se ne so wabie ya adwemu afa saa ne ma we hunyame ya adom a na wotwe se ne no afa ye bema awofo ene wo edinkita ho no mafre na afa bibi wo ho no mu a na wakyerechire mu amaye eti efi na ekọ no wutu ye fo se obedu afena na no nte ya enkase meba no de wosanti se wadi afena na no nte ya enye hwe ye hwe se wo hyase mu ani ba ho so saa na efutu anopai wo de maye
sa pepepe
yate yedase
ene shipi na so moni kono
yo yedase pa nyame nhyiraw yedase ebusiafo mene owura Samuel Dankwa ena edisa enkomo oye lecturer ewo University of Education Winneba counseling unit counseling and psychology unit na owo yedana if say nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ no mu a wonnim nti no afa ne tra na so wani ba ho so wɔ ho a obehu nti won sɛ abɔfra bi wɔ hɔ no mu a won kyerɛ na de ko pot ya yɛde ya won te ase nti won sɛ ɔka kyerɛ oba sɛ oba bisa sɛ ya wo fa he o sɛ ya wo fa yɛyɛm akola a wode hyɛ no a woma na ne eden na ɔwɔ nyansa a ɔwa kokuduro no obebisa obi o sɛ yɛyɛm hefa yɛyɛ ne sɛn yɛtwa ana yɛpam ana yɛyi baby ne firim hɔ na abehu sɛ woyɛ maame a woyɛ twatro na yɛn wo fa yɛyɛm yɛwɔ baabi a yɛwo fa efi na ɛkɔ muani mra ho so sɛ batan sɛ ɔwofoɔ na eduro so a ana sɛ eduro so na woyɛ mfumso bi a wansan anyɛ ne sɛ bio na wɔtwe sɛ ne yɛbɛto asa nkɔmɔ yi so ne abɔ ne po na afei wasɛm bi sɛ nyina nso yɛde adan yɛwura adan kwa abusua me de asi ha afisɛm kɔmɔ twetwe na me ne odi yɛ no fa mu aba na fetu anamo na sɛ yɛ gyegya yɛ ho ane yɛ ma ne de nyi a ɛne na agye nsɛm nyɛ ɔmo nyi awie na afei na bɛka kyɛn sɛ yɛ nyonso wɔ ha ɔbɛyɔ because one fan hyɛ no ɛwɔ ahyɛseɛ no meda se ɔman hene kwabena sante ɛne abadwafoɔ tena se na ɔde mpensempensem mu ato awo so from Lady D. Good morning.
Abusua medin the Reverend Kwame na Aida. Me gidi say ye dwumadie ni na wani gye ho. Ye videos ye talk shows ni dwumadie ni na. Na de hia me pa ne sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a wɔsa bɛka ye dwumadie no 24/7. Wo mu bell no wo de ponche so. Sa bell no ponche so. Wa ponche so. Ponche so biu. Na sa ponche so biu. O ponche so a 24/7 dwumadie ni na. Ɛhyɛ ase akikro na wɔn saka and follow us and share the page. For commenting now, so too, no one share.
Well, fortunately for some of us, press la voda for Nanama, and you will come out, call Uraha, the Echeben watcher, or Pokofia, Obaka Cotuno, or maybe I could come. Me who didn't hear. Oh, yet he said, Urawa Manonia Fena. Oh, Chen, the wedding yonium, we are Pedumunium. Yeah, no more. Jumamba late na for now. The whole crew to nche. Also, yeah, to watch out to go to be. Presela Vodafone Anaman. My name the Intia ultimate to sign way because. Nyami hu mobo na onfa from so enche. Ye see, boso me fufum. Oto dwom we dada okra. Na wo hye mu bo ebufu. Said the MPPD Ghana Eco IMF no. But that's a lot of people expect to say a MPP. Mami Cho Bibia, na menda was waje brace of Bedroom on Adom TV multi TV. So brass society and pense. I'm sure said the topic that we are all talking about, the issue we are talking about here, Ghana Eco IMF nchiremu nti ase ne obi adwene ne oto ne nyina no ene nkita hodi ayedi nyina na koye IMF. In fact, it's so funny say yakoye the IMF team where we have the excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ably supported by Ken Oforiatta and then Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. All those things are good. And Ghana are unique. It's an interesting country. The challenge is that we have continuously moved in circles in terms of our development. Sometimes, you know, who say, a man your summer, Yakabami cabin, do baby, and Ghana, a chafa, eco fire. A new credit is seen to Kakrabemti, a hard knee, and now, my wira, ye walk, teach you one a ya man your sem, do na muno, Shinshana, a Shinshansi form. I am hopeful, say, a redeemer is always on the line, evilly obey focus that. Na what me atawasun ya bibia be kokama e dia mo man Ghana. Still the issue is achia enso emuye. Na me suggested to the president because the president ana contribute to baby ayabedu no. You know, oya dia ono appointing ni penyina anti if there's any challenge in the country you cannot take away His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, especially the kind of confidence or the Ghana for Sunya GDS from Kumapa Ewenmo. I will urge the New Patriotic Party not to attempt to equalize. It's very unhealthy for us not to attempt to equalize. And then suggest to the president, say, finance minister say opam no. And as a finance minister nankasa no ono ababi ya bedu no say ono atro krata kase bema beye bi wa me ni nyina misi ha chia Ghana fo nyina matwe me ho afi eye finance ministry on na afi ye ready ebetimi akoso. I think that one of the beautiful things about my Ghana is that this finance minister should resign. The president should really push him out of his team. You know, even when you get to the economic management team, when you're grapevine, when you're part of the economic management team, the finance minister is too stubborn. It has a level of impunity. It takes the president to direct the finance minister and crowd with resistance. You know, the meeting that took Ghana to the IMF, the deputies, no president, the finance minister himself was not present. So it should tell you the kind of country we are running now. It's so difficult to understand why we still have Ken Ofori-Atta as the finance minister. And people claim they are prime ministers and they are whatever to the president and all this. Total Boko Parks. You want to explain when it is MPP, you want to explain why we are going to IMF. IMF, guess who be a jitum say. A year kura hodo amaya hodo na akansi ni na IMF. Na Ghana, a member of IMF. It shouldn't be news if we go there when we have challenges with how we are managing the Nyoma. In fact, we are at IMF today because you're not attractive to the world market. It here compares some credibility. We need to have fish for no more next week the next 2 weeks. Almost ebe yo mojuma. And if you go to the reserves to cross you see a central banker, appalling. We have a finance minister who doesn't sit well with the Bank of Ghana governor, central bank governor. So how do we manage the country? We have a finance minister. Our governor nankasa by way. Where is he say? They be how are we going to manage the country? And the president continuously stamping and endorsing this finance minister. Mr. President, obey all the accolades in terms of education, in terms of investment, in terms of economy, but on mono at this point in time. On mono his super interest continues to be explaining the cathedral. And we have a finance minister and the COVID in Kuntebu Krano. You are wondering with all these titles in the Quran, options in a year, drop out other subjects. No? We didn't run economics like this in school. So, Mr. President, that's why, because now Joasafo is still at post. It's not surprising that the finance minister is still at post. Well, you're looking at us. Ghana for you know my Joasafo that's what as minister agenda. The finance nonsense. Especially Oyo Busueni account. So we don't even want to go into those details about Oyo Busueni and also Oyo Busueni. But the truth is that so you unyampo na abedu sam pempenso or the Ghana AC former. You know, and let's clear our mentality from 4 parties ruling this country. It's unhealthy for us. We've gotten to a point, President, I had to say the own person best serve the Ghana interest again. It's like, a skewed agenda be out and say, now the United Shiga Tempura. Nasa. When you say, Padia, it's soon buy a old down a dino. Humte. Or Patrol, just a few minutes, I'll get to you. Humte. It is not the noise we are going to make on radio, on TV, because the small energy that we have. Mr. President, boy, the party MPP, as you claim, who are renowned people who can fit into that position. So I don't know why we should even go back and forth. Any attempt to explain going to IMF, a proud member of the IMF. Now in this time, IMF, no, a bogus member of the IMF. You know, clearly, those explanations are irrelevant now. Especially on my fiscal papa. Now, our share of debt to GDP crown I won't try 80%. Now inflation they will cut 30. It's unishi than so wow. You know, government will be a sort of babet the kind of program or they call. So as the homegrown, and this year homegrown century. Moon join crowd and you know, mine no crown, and no adabraka. Osafo Mafo's attempt to go and be part of the century a year homegrown, and then send baby by. Moko pediasi by, pediasi no. Ghana is not attractive when it comes to the market. The rest of we are not attractive. Two copies Kakurana will be and few. Two are the same face where say do any so on. Now I'm 4 crana, more Ghana, Hakrado do na crano. I'm free Ghana Kokra because of ABC. You know, in some no door swam or my Ghana no. Nanado, memma, don't be a problem for us. Pamunia nonko, simple. One Pamuna and corner outside in Chiremu, and the president should be speaking to us at this point in time. President Jai Yeko, Jai Nomabi, now Bekasatre, Jai Kontuno, Kasatre, because we are hungry in the quest to fill our stomach. One we are, you may be the failure, not the problem about. Stop the talking and talk to Ghanaians. Wait till near the COVID won't come on, wait till near the uncle. But that's to say, Obakache, the Intia. While by just last 2 weeks, your information minister and your finance minister, immediate examples, or more catchers say, over our dead body as a country. You know, so the bailout from IMF, no matter the conditionalities attached, no matter the explanation you want to give to us, I think that respectfully, Mr. President, you need to start reshuffling. And the first reshuffling, other ministers I don't want to know, I don't want to care, I care about. Your Minister of Finance. It's because an extension of data bank, I want to say. You know, finance ministry is an extension of data bank. The majority of them no free data bank, never to a human. It's like opinion and now for no manage Ghana at their mind. Especially when you spoke to the effect that matters of family and friends, you know, it's not good for a country's development. You can't say a competent and just want to be near. But a Busiane now for Mamunu, and that is why you have a difficulty sacking your own brother. But clearly it's not working. It's a message, Mr. President. This week, my assumption quite because choka no be too much for us. Just come and speak to us. Accept the shame, accept whatever has done. And the NDC should come and approach the issue from a national angle, because all the two parties, they failed us. We've fallen short of the glory of development and progress. All what we know is to continuously kick in our stomach. We're butu, now we are butu, and the NDC is in opposition. The whole Ghana, it is not bringing development. If we say, MPP in opposition, worse. Lazy minds go to IMF. And then the most IMF, your body, a proud member of IMF. Nimyam for Fuseni Isa, Kaneno Mashibi Yenima Okaikwe North. What can I say? In fact, he's an economist or a financial person. Maybe the street raving and rantings now, but that's what I'll be breaking it down. I'm a proper education on that. But that's it. So I would say that. In your bower, so and then the Obejo and a Zoom now 80 minutes didn't come on. You Bauer, Edward Bauer, a member of parliament for a year Bongo. Now I'm sure you didn't come. Bauer, I'm sure say, oh, no, sir. Diet ni bia ma so atete se me because me pese me sume sote.
O median there coffee.
And then okra flax for him.
So
okra flax.
Yeah.
Okra flax. Oh, okay. And they are tiase. Okra flax there Matthias.
Oh my goodness. Morning baby I'm to be am gini somewhere.
I'm Adom me Upper East.
Oh good. What are they say
but we are expecting some rains. I think for some time now, as the rains didn't fall here.
Okay.
And I'm covered baby, so I am planting early days planting into.
Okay.
But okay. All in all, it's okay.
Okay, good. Well, there quickly, I'm saying, come on, I say, we woke up to the news. Remember, baby, gone there now, man, bit Matiako. To the news, say Ghana, call na yakohe, say any IMF bit made in Kita home, ama. on etimi abeboa e nioma baako mienu miense titru esi kasem to to setting control and guidance and ye ko seek from IMF a big deal ana
mina mamincha uhwefo nyina na me say kan cry I think IMF dey be ko IMF then share any big deal bia but it depends on the conditions I would call IMF moment so obekaya your friends say na when we say as a country, you know, because of the challenges in 2015, 2016, so one the issues of say of crude oil prices in the international market had collapsed to even at one point had collapsed to about $25 per barrel. Then it came up to around $30-40 per barrel. To your metals like gold and other things only now collapse here. Then your FPS or war. And I suppose we have a budget for 2015 now. Now I was your projected figures and could produce about 100,000 barrels per day. But because the technical problem or FPS so common chroma na turret pair and na asset. And in your production at Badwam, so it means that the quantity was also good. So you had low prices. You had low prices of our crude oil. We had low production levels because of technical issues. We had collapse of prices of metals, our international market. And the last but not the least, the issue of Dumso, that is a power load shedding, which was as a result of many years of underinvestment in the sector in Intino. And challenges. So as a country, we decided to go to IMF. If you look at another century program, and the idea was to formulate a homegrown policy. You did call IMF. I can say you bet me. I heard the long and short of it, when it was sent to the IMF, apart from central bank financing, we propose about 5%, maximum of 5% central bank financing. But the IMF insisted on a zero central bank financing. That was the only thing I'm changing. Your homegrown policy now, you free Ghana, you call your friends and call IMF. So that's how we made. Then we 2016 there was an election year, Lucy, an MPP buyer. Then MPP then applied for what we call the extended support. We had an extended support, and that's why IMF program with Ghana ended in April 2019 because of the extended portion. And the famous Kinky and Fish party now.
Exactly.
Minister of Finance. Now, and also from them. So I'm just making a point to tell you that. Then you had 2019 April. Then we exit your friends saying IMF, and then just the end of 2021, 2022, then we start having crisis. And that was when people started calling, including myself, who had said that, look, I was here because we know figures now. Our figures were not just simply sustainable. You had the debt to GDP ratio that was so huge. Indeed, if this government and their own very cleared way started treating certain debts at different levels, meanwhile, the international markets, the international community will not treat it that way. For example, no more debt to GDP. They ring fence the financial sector cleanup of about how many billion. They ring fence it and they don't add it to the national debt. Then they ring fence all the energy sector debts. Ring fencing add it to say national debt. Meanwhile, these are all debts that are in the books of government, but they decided to treat them differently. So even without even these two huge parcels of debts, now even your debt to GDP was still simply very unsustainable. Your interest payments have gone so high. And the point I'm passing on is just about 1.5 years of unsupervised running of the economy. I don't know when I say unsupervised, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because we had because till April 2019, we were still supervised by the IMF. So it's just about 1.5 years of unsupervised, then we ran into crisis. You ask, and I know my brother Fuseni will raise the issue about COVID. And then it is now clear that it couldn't have been COVID because of the fact that COVID did not just affect only Ghana. COVID affected Cote d'Ivoire. Because I won't use the US. I'll use countries that have the same sort of economic structure. Your friends, in terms of the same take or leave weather, the same level of the impact that COVID had on all of us. We share COVID in particular. One, the reason they gave for COVID couldn't have been because if you look at the figures of other economies like Cote d'Ivoire, Benin, Liberia, those, all of them, they did far better than us. Two, also share even figures now bundle out in the buyer. Let's use the Minister of Finance's own figures. What share figures now buyer now? The ministry or the government itself could not even account for the expenditure. And then, I said by 2021 budget now, we're reading on 2020 November. No, what's the normal budget for the ensuing year?
Yeah,
they read it in the November of them.
Yeah.
Minister of Finance Sankase Dina Nokachi said he spent in terms of utilization about 18.2 billion out of the program 19.3 billion and consumer spending. So when you utilize your brofumu or because utilize it means spent. What did the Major say? So he had to use that. Then you have the president come in March to say that they spent 17.7 billion. Then you have the Minister of Finance come last week or the last 2 weeks, Wednesday, to say that even though they programmed around 19.3 billion, they were able to mobilize 18.1 billion, and that they expended about 12.something billion, which is far different from what even the 2020 expenditure.
Exactly. Now,
Oshe's document, he goes further to indicate, say, out of the 12.something billion, 3.9 billion was spent in 2021. So if you take 2021, the 3.something billion, you add to the utilized figure of 18.2 billion, that's about 22 billion. So if you tell me that you expended the cumulative figure of 2020 and 2021, those figures, yes, you see that there's a difference of about 10 billion that is not accounted for. So that is the other issue. The argument had always been that it is because we're going to have an election in 2020 and our unfettered appetite for retaining power, we overspent. And that's why our economy started crashing. But the unfortunate part of it was that when in January, February, we were talking about the fact that, look, in fact, in December, January, February, when we were talking about the fact that let's go to IMF, the argument was that, if we're able to introduce e-levy, the e-levy bar, because of the projected figure of 6.9 billion and now almost expected on Benya as the yield for that particular tax handling, no more fee say, look, again, don't create the impression that Ghana is an island. Look at the behavior of other economies and those who have made an attempt to, your friends, introduce e-levy. Uganda, Tanzania, Malawi, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire. All of them, they had issues. And even in all these countries, the highest you could hear of in terms of introducing that particular tax was 0.5. Then we had proposed 1.75. Even ISA had indicated that anything beyond 0.5 was going to be punitive. And once here, yes, sir, you catch a buy say no. You see, to go to IMF for small boys to talk to us, they wouldn't do that. We're a proud nation. And you remember the example the finance minister gave about Joshua going into the promised land. And that he said they sent 10 people and 2 people came and said, yes, we believe we can do it. And the 8 people went into the communities. Or making those examples. So we at that time, we said, look, it is better to go to the IMF now. First of all, in terms of the yield, it's roughly around 10% of what we expected. 2, you see, when you go to the IMF for negotiations, the more serious your economy is, the more difficult the negotiations become. What do you say? Now we have a situation where we are sliding deeper into the hole. We've given examples. Osha, your friends say Zambia. Osha, Argentina, because of the challenges they had in their economy and they were going for IMF's package, it took them a long time in terms of the negotiations. In our current situations, I do not see us negotiating any time below 6 months because now IMF will have to come and look through all the books. Government will have to self-confess the true state of the economy. It is on the basis of that and it's a package. I'm looking at maybe a facility that will be around $2-3 billion. So even with that money will not come to you as one. That $3 billion for they give it to you in tranches based on certain deliverables. And it's all these deliverables number the idea and they say or say or meet those benchmarks now. But for me, again, back to your question, is it a big deal? It is going to IMF is the way that we have now. That's the only option that we have now. And so it is only fair that you were there. I just think that we will stick to even the program number. Because sometimes IMF can give you the program, but you will still be so indisciplined that you will still not stick to the program. So one is that they should be ready to stick to the program. Two, and I saw in your intro when you were talking, you see, when you have a situation where you have an individual who has actually mismanaged the economy to an extent, say, his own credibility is in question. He cannot be the messenger of the story, again, a new story. And so I say that, look, I support those who call for the immediate resignation or the firing of the Minister of Finance because he's lost credibility. Only credibility, no. And so, in going to that place, we should have somebody else who would take up that particular mantle, new face, to lead the charge. New face, but not catch them and say, "Oh, I still think that beyond COVID now, taxes near introducing sanitation levy, the energy sector levy, what do you call it? The COVID, the 1% COVID tax normally buy, all those things, and that we should even still keep the tax under the e-levy. If there's an independent phase, people may be ready to listen to that person. But if you have a situation where it is the same gentleman, and Nanado must move away from this relationship and for once put the country first. And I think that for minority, to be very sincere with you, we will make sure that we support government in his journey through the IMF.
Right.
Because Ghana is for all of us. The only thing that we will not do is that we must check, because one of the things IMF will check will be to ensure that you cut down on your expenditure. You can't be spending money that you don't have. And that's why President Mahama Ekaya, the lecture he made in Gimpa last week, or making the point that the NDC MPs henceforth will not just be approving loans just for the sake of approving. You must specifically tell us what those monies are meant for.
Okay,
what is it going to be used for?
Honorable Bawa, member hold on, highly impressed with the Angela Odiefi. The percentage of the national agenda is very high. The political bit, the minimum say over physical presence, those physical political conversations we have. But clearly, I appreciate the attempt by your person and extending it to your party. Said the NDC will fully support, but be cautious about how me any IMS in Kita or the the politics bit. We'll get to that bit. Just a minute. Na mema unia akwaba. Memo akwaba. Ma was what throw ade bibiri.
Oh. What's also announce drawing crowd drawings.
It probably you better try one but just a minute. Now if you want your appropriate response to education mind. That's yakwaba.
Yeah, that's it. So I'll show you a video. The Kyle say, I bring you over a video on YouTube no. One more doma na that's no. I am me so. Umiasu we are just a brave yobenya kwenya. The video be a beto hano. What to me a share. Near what you say was so. I am me, send a beya, we are being subenya be a share. A brave be a yanasa. Video be a beto hano. Ubenya be a share. Medase.
Well, yasaba edamu nyina ma sese mo agebra mo hwe bedwem na Adom TV multi TV so to enkomo no so anu say bedin ka cho say ye wo nemiamfo eye Fuseni Isa kane mrahye bedwani ana ogina oma Okaikwe North ana ye ne era Edward ba zoom so ye twitwi ye enkomo. How about just be on the guard? Ye back to you Fuseni Yankoye honorable. Well, I'm sure so what enkomo awedi. It's not a big deal, but the idea could drew honomo no ana amana quite a big deal. Kasa.
Oma michia mami sanchia ona. Yeah. Me chia washefo, especially omo wo okan kweno. Na me chia bawaso. Ya danyame asese ene Monday. Ade achia me nua bawa baby obi okra flax no petutu. Me bompa ese flax no kra na yedro ene wo. Adama no ama apomu ayedi. Na wetimi edi ejuma no. Na omai ebesia no. Eden na ni yen ekosi mpempen so. Senior menu abawa kan IMF de ne kono kan nye but obeti ayakọ IMF as omai yakọ IMF 17 times previously. Yes, I call 18. There's the 18th attempt to engage the fund no say ombebe abeboy ewo ye sika and she share ekwanso. Na IMF no juma mudie o hwa e kase IMF a na the word be bailout. Bailout no say edum pempen so a o sika enhihye no de eba foto no de ekọ no tokro bi abedem e na sa tokro no e ha adwen enti e wo say ye pe ekwan a e betie enye sa a say kenten ye sika no ba onyu nti onya bi emfa de wo say wo de eye no enti I am a bailout ni de anka ne kwan so ano but e dey nti na ene empempen so baby abedu ye wiase afa na nyina countries no over 100 countries over half of the world any IMF aiding kita ho at this material moment and what will say we are not in normal terms and okra ye ba abem 2017 that time na Ghana ye wo IMF nhihye ase and no ye the NDC led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene na pump for baby a omode ye sika sem ekosi 2016 no na Mr 2015 omko IMF no na chese nyama mu edi enti omo eko IMF for say nhihye ene say emwan menua at the time no na atoranchem ya to wiase sese na eni ho so but nhihye na ewo akwanmu awukuro emu no na ensi so enti na ehia say omo peko for sa bailout no ye ba ye beso mu okay ya so time ya ka chen say awenam na manakosi dompe no at the time ye ba bem enti ye ba bem ye so mu pre 2017 wo hwe economy na ye still a grow just say at the time I buy na economy no it grew at 3.7%. Within 12 months no you had in excess of 8%. And not just say be share mukina between 2017 abc 2019 2020 no na nka yesika same money ehihye no ekototin debt to GDP bibia eba from inflation eba from so time no you can't say figures here amanfo na more opposition na can inflation na inflation ye be dey debt GDP near that time na parameters in ya can kra na amanfo nye interested but we improved it so well enkosi say 2020 say yare kesi ebebo wiase afana nyina just Ghana yenya island enti and also ema yen sika ensem menua that time no na lockdown yen ko adwuma wo na nso aban adwuma yefo etua omka I be in certain countries no yeah that job salary so na say my be kotina fie Ghana obi anko fie aban ekoso afie nyama na ehia se ebebo your life ho ban so ebebo your bra ho ban enti say me no na your expenses no akoso because electricity utia half for 6 months will so free just say won ko adwuma na so aketua aba oma ya lock down omo nko na aduane ema ye nhihye sika nhihye no your expenses equal high ye bebie school at the time he say nyama afufuro na wo se ye ko school PPEC na na before just before then no na your banking clean up you so na costing expect 25 billion to 22 billion and counting at this time enti say nyama nyina no ema ye sika nhihye no ebeye den kakra sanka nya covid ene baby I find here yet sorry say Russian Europe Russian Ukraine war no nya Ghana kwana affected but wow and so see a woman and share and she share that Ghana no say baby na nya sa na da Ivory Coast na Benin wo hwa na no wo hwa man for be enfato ho na inflation e wo ha na inflation cost na omo inflation wo baby e wo na fuel prices cost well and she share wo krom no e different aha no you say your fuel per policy free 2015 or so no ya deregulate your fuel pricing it's the basic world market in Bian a direct impact on us yeah currency no so who and share and also impact on fuel prices no over time it's and also a component and petrol prices in this area what the two country bit to say Ivory Coast one may sure say almost system now is so deregulated okay Ghana maybe a chum let's say brana papa kwesibo twe finance no kan budget ko kan kerosene bo o kan petrol bo o kan diesel bo o beka milk bo o beka gari kra ebo e budget no that time no na ye highly managed economy just say economy ye manage economy to the micro be fixed and then a floating me nimu share wo Ivory Coast say so say and she share wo ho no enye deregulated to say na aban no still air subsidized for la certainly no omo input no ebeye different esin and ye one number 2 currency eka ye pricing of fuel ohu ene say dollar no ni cedi no senior eco no reflected directly in petrol price obeko goil akoto na country bi this Ivory Coast Benin Burkina Togo omo nyira no omo West African Monetary Institute a monetary organization omo use same currency sa currency no more or less no it is managed from France it is managed from France and it is pegged to the euro it's unlike us now the value of the cedi no the determined by the demand and supply of the Ghana cedi no omo dey na pegged into the impact of our currency fluctuation any home so enti senia ye be feel say impact omo dey na be different obi can obi so say a country like Nigeria so na ba na say na Nigeria enya a constant for Nigeria, yes me them say it should be expected wow the volume of oil in Nigeria it's not like us so we share oil pricing in Nigeria it's been one of the lowest in Africa why because of the volume so Nigeria no by large resource depend on its oil and they've been able to develop the industry to that extent and no crown and Nigeria clips binam social media there are shortages of fuel in Nigeria Ghana and do ho so say challenges here nya economy no ema ye sika eto sika ehihye no eto abra ebiso ne den nka afi bia no ye budget ayeye nka by 2021 November nanka minister call parliament na or the government ehihye ni proposals akodan parliament parliament bedu hujuma by 31st no nanka ni ba bia ye gina na ya pass mra bia friend appropriations act nanka 2022 yenim bebi esika efi eba aban efutrom yenim dia aban edi sika yi ebe so aho anka by December no enso afi we ya nya no sa aban hihye say ye beji bibi ti say e-levy na ye dia show up ye revenues no ye yenim dia si ye ehu kasa tente ne sa nyama it kasa de empe noise ema omo ayeni omudi enkuta ho internationally no kra no omo tina so hwe se na Ghana economy yenhihia finance minister edi kodan parliament for kra so omo beje tumo ana omo jintum edi doubt be by eno no enya run on economy se emahye bedwafo kra entimi support aban ewo ne sika hihye ho dia eni eche se bibi ekoso there's a problem into rating agencies in nyina no they took a position and also high euro market activities so say euro market no for the last couple of years no nka fi bia ebeko yinam say benya be 2 billion bi ewo ho to refinance existing ni nyire mu no ye benya support for our currency because ebeko akoji dollar na be support to so say kwan no so close to amaye because of your knee, especially Mrashe.
So we are at the tight corner.
Oh, tight corner there. You mean to hand can't just say any tight corner. Say Nyame, coupled with COVID, coupled with Ukraine. Now Ukraine impact no. Obibia or see an answer a wall construction. The impact on the iron rods on Kwan because of quantum Ukraine Ghana. And a pan no war exercise because between Russia and Ukraine, if you are saying wheat flour, they do 40% of it. Saying you real and yet bosimo and real. That is what we have to do with.
Are we by all these things saying that finance minister was really not on top of this very useful issue?
It is not to the fact, sir. It is not to the fact.
Continuously, no. Now, Oma yenya hoto so be say, "Hwe be say tibia no, nyadia."
Sabe me webusuam wo yere ne ema ewofie. Se nyama bi esi na affect ye sika hihye a. Me ne me yere betena se. Yaka se enhihye we ne ebetimi aye. Ebia when no say na ke ebia na ye try see ye no. Not too long ago, minister na address nation. O ka kire say baby a mpempenso ayakodo ye peke signals say in the coming months no nyama e say war ye etime eda so ekoso. And many year ka say China say le mbie yo. COVID numbers so ekop. Say nyama no entime and reverse to baby ani ye wo pre-COVID times na ebe mo be ye into obey now so measures bi ni den full emergency ahweye aban government appointees mutual market yesu nyama bi asimi and talk afufro especially for 4x4 4 coupons nyina no ye try say adjust nyama bi nyane ne ye hwe say e-levy so ayede eba mrahye badwam no and also ebetime the relevant sikano aba ye betime ama ye ho ahan kakra. Unfortunately besi ne no policy there policy obetime atnasa ye simulations ni nyina
but
implement that be part of implementation kran no say o start policy implementation na wunya results no na o the shemu say we simulation ya me ye call no because of behavior change and say target na ye say class of transactions na ye pe tax 11 no bi amanfo anya ho de afa enchen enti adan ne ebeye ema policy yesi so
ebeton komo so ba yen try hombra minute back ebesa to komo so say kwa besia
abusia medin the Reverend Kwame na Aida me gidi say ye dwumedie ni na wani gye ho ye videos ye talk shows ni dwumedie ni na de hia me pa ne se na ebeye a wasabaka ye dwumedie no 24/7 wo bell no wo de punch so sa bell no punch so punch so biu na sa punch so biu o punch so 24/7 dwumedie ni na e share kikro na won saka and follow us and share the page for commenting na so to no nyame shira.
Well, Yasaba, Mama Cow say you're Edward Bauer and Afe you're Isa Hussein Isa na Edwin Komo. So just wrap up na fe era Bauer so far wrap up comments in mana. So where we stand now? Ujidi say mo program amode kono homegrown and I'm always on bit mabuwa mama implement it and I say which one is which?
My the practice are now IMF and Kasa one or more acknowledge or share economic theory more a change over time. I can't say and come by and come cry bar. Yes, but to say no they engage the countries. But I wish more per se the Ghana for yeah, but 2017. Now Ghana was under IMF conditionalities. And we see quite more social interventions and not yet that nisu I the babem. I know I see no point. 2017 we under IMF conditionalities. Now so you started free SHS. Oh, yeah, and then I take a decision and as one penny take a decision and I say in the midst of challenges winning share sa option, engage fund no. And to say no, programs they maintenance a program no. I mean we are certain what we want help and I'm more pay if you fund no. India document this week adoma first team no ebebama negotiations no are starting. But one The ade back when I may pay aka answer na me time beson and say abai way enye ni emfi yesika nhihye ho in 2018 santa na mo parliament ye buy no one of the first significant things ye mrebi a Physical Responsibility Act wow e san say ye nim ba bia ye fi eba ye will be a friend deficit in no say sika eba futu expenditure no say expenditure no da bia also say e na da bia afi na I say na botomu etue na wo de ka na hadwe ye buy near passes alone in 2018 e can say no year well year bia no e was a government spending a twa the revenue ho no bro 5%. Eno ye mra ye em ye di enhye say finance minister kwa obebu say brai so no onka o dabe ne ensawom so we nyina eye ade ana yenum pa say ye ni ankosa nhihye no ho a ochine bi no de ensam ebebre now so fofi anto ata nyama esisi wiase mu covid ne say nyama eye no necessary say in 2020-2021 afi na spending no it was almost above 11%. As say no crown, no 2022 budget mu a ye road map reduce say 11 about 9 about 7 below 5%. I'm sure you come on see and say you better so area is that's but you come wrap up with area Bawa, but it's a happy birthday from Mama Efe Insura FM, our own Mama Efe. We love you so much. I say come on in-law Mrs. Barbara Saki Amano. It's a happy birthday from your in-law to you, Mama Efe of Insura FM. Me dima fotiase also washibi na utibi edasi pi. Bawa wrap up will do clearly an admission by Honorable Fuseri that you were tight corner. The times that we find ourselves tough. But the other home probably is that the circumstances under which they call IMF this time round are quite different from the circumstances at Elidi Ghana and the previous administration they call IMF. The last one being 2015. But just wrap up on these matters for us.
Is it Minia? Is it when you begin say start to solve Kasasia, then people remind you of your facts.
My say phrase yeah. I was just quoting but everyone just say I no pay look as a nation, as a government. We've had a good conversation. And now make can say look, maybe I want a tight corner. Yeah, very tight. But we have to do the necessary. Exactly. But the circumstances cannot be compared. No, but the point I'm just now pretend one to parliament. What the other nice gentlemen.
What I'm basically saying, say look, even in 2015, at the time that we're going into IMF, we still had some buffers. We had grown some buffers. Nanka year life, and now making all those buffers have been cleared. They've all been cleared. Two, Minya Ekran Assembly about fuel price or they compare other countries or Minya look. Every government manages its currency using a central bank. So whether the Francophone countries are being helped by France or not, you have a central bank that is independent, that is supposed to give us monetary policy about stabilization against some currencies. You have not been able to do that. It is a failure of the system. That is one thing. Three, Ufi said, no, okay, we say, other ones, deal regulated, but other countries no more be regulated, and so that's how the prices vary. And it's true. First nanka, your friend saying, for a top fuel, bolga. The Burkina Faso cotton smuggling, and then the free Burkina Faso and the bank. And there's a reason for it. Look, I've made a statement, I've made a point, and these are figures I'm just going to use. I'm using the 2020 volumes you see in terms of consumption. Oh, share your 2020 consumption now. Now, apply the special petroleum tax at the BIA Casa, I will see a free so easy for that 46 pesos per liter now. The total amount of money in here was around 1.8 billion. So let's even make it fast forward and say, instead of 1.8 billion, maybe a say tax say let's say about 2.2 billion. I'm just giving you an example. Osha windfalls, assuming that you decide that, look, even on the basis of the current prices, and let's say price of crude is around $100 something.
34.
Let's even put it at, yes, 134. So let's even assume that even conservatively, government is selling our crude for $90 per barrel. I'm just assuming, even though we know we're selling more than that, our share of the crude, let's say we're doing about $90 per barrel. Meaning, what it tells you is that we would be making roughly around $450 million. And that's about, in terms of cedis, that gives you roughly almost 3.7 to 3.8 billion. So we compare our windfall that we get from the sale of our share of the oil to the tax government will still make money. So if government was minded to say in reducing fuel prices, he can do it. That is an they should not always run to the fact that Russia-Ukraine war, the crude prices have gone up. Crude prices have gone up, but we are also making money. So that is one aspect I was saying. The government person go cushion more. But you see, in all this, I beg you just a minute to be maybe tie in this. Yeah. Because there's a development to be about. And I want you to hold that for me very well. Mm-hmm. Your station, your Joy FM has published. My Joy Online has published it. Mm-hmm. You say currently in the crisis that we find ourselves in, we still have some agencies that are spending money that they shouldn't be spending.
Wow.
When you say yes, and I'm going to explain to you. When you say the Solpon decommissioning project, failed,
yeah,
Solpon failed, yeah, so you were supposed to decommission it. Under Dr. KK Sapon, a contract was awarded. It has been awarded. Then, as part of the contract, they were also supposed to award what they call the project management consultancy services to another company. So when they started that, and that was going to cost GMPC in excess of $5 million. Now, Dr. KK Sapon started to say, or yes, I didn't. And the GMPC technical team, the actual memo bread, say, Minia, I provided these services in-house where we will not spend the $5 million. Mm-hmm. Dr. KK Manfu listened to the KK Sapon, listened to the explanation and agreed with the technical team. And now they have done about 70% of the models are also we use in that particular service also provided in-house. Then you have KK Sapon leaves the place. The new CEO Awabaya and then all call for interview at Public Services Commission. The new CEO, who was the deputy CEO in charge of technical operations, and therefore would have known that already in-house they were providing this service, has decided to go and hire a project management consultant and to pay him over $5 million for services that is being rendered by in-house. And I have the documents. And I'm saying it, that he goes to do that. And he may catch you. And at the time when we're talking about IMF, NITSCA, then you have our state institutions indulging in this. I am putting it on record. Look, it is something that will follow him up on that. He should be very careful. Because as a country, we must be serious. And we have the memo. And the funny part of it is that if you're not careful, there isn't going to be even a judgment there. Because project management consultancy, they actually, the procurement unit of GMPC, floated out advert for tender. And there was a company who actually won it. The company we in internal, your friend saying, in-house GMPC was able to talk to the company to back down. Instead of since you can provide it.
Now you might have, but telling somebody to back down because of what is that supposed to mean?
No, I'm coming. It was a general. No, I said, Dr. Sapon's regime.
Yeah.
I'm going to confirm. I said, look, I've gotten this document that suggests that my people can.
So the local people, the technical people can do it.
Yes, we can offer these services. Yeah. So we are unable to be able to do it. And the person understood. So if today, suppose hire Obiso Ombe provided that particular tender.
No.
That is procurement fraud.
No.
That would be fraud. That is something that will go with judgment debt. And maybe offline,
yeah, let's discuss.
You need to pursue this issue.
Yeah, let's discuss
that $5 million cannot be spent.
Of course.
That's about.
Oh, my was CP. My man was a Bennett. Yeah, say Bibian, I'm not about me. I got Vika.
Oh, say me fi say nka call buy nka na o sam so menya.
Okay, just quickly.
There can't check Ghana for no say Bawa allegation
No, we need to follow up.
And I make say anything I'm friend allegation. Allegation me sure say in the coming days and but I am if any decision I take, you know. I say yare also no chloroquine and Malarix. Na entutu e da hono ne say local hospital a obi wo ho a e bia sebe ma no esisumi na so wa twa bibia ma ne organs nyira asai no ayare oda hospital ba ho so obehu say oh e bia onya akwanhia no koda hospital omo nyina ayare o but ohwa a ye self inflicted ba ho so eye bi me nka entia you but me can check Ghana for say look they are in good hands. A said decision you take it's in the interest of Ghanaians, and as a government, we are going to ensure that whatever comes out of the negotiations, Ghanaians are going to be put first.
No, we can't say what decision here weird or it's out of place because of the kinds of things that occur over time.
Kinds of things that occur over time. It was fed by our belief. Our belief never say. Our belief never say. No, I am having share. And your long term.
But you feel.
And short term.
But you cannot.
Short term program.
Say short or long.
Oh, that be any. I am having share 2-3 years.
We don't know.
2-3 years. It's the model. And your short term.
I'm saying,
Ghana as a nation. The point is Ghana as a nation. There were fundamental problems there, and no, just a minute.
Yeah, probably. When a bit, Mammy, young Kasa, challenges we have as a country. Because yes, I'm not BBS run into IMF and come and explain to us.
We will not make any.
But that's the difficulty. The MPP should apologize.
Apologize, and say
because they demonize IMF.
They demonize
John Mohammed's administration.
I think it's a contextual. Between I can send you, but contest now who can say some.
As of that time, now you call IMF as a country.
And I can say at the time,
2015, 2016, the cedi to the dollar was hovering around 3 cedis 20 pesos. As we speak this morning. The dollar to the cedi, there's a big difference.
And America, into the American the management of the city between 2017 and 2019.
Some graph
it was much you.
When you deal with graph and percentages, now they be because the percentage growth in terms of but that's the problem we have. That is the problem we have.
That is how any economist or any finance.
But you were not running the economy. But you were not running the economy like this when you were in opposition. That's the problem.
As I say, we have been very consistent on it. We have been very, very consistent. At the time, I'm call IMF. COVID didn't see you. Some iron rods, those challenges. Between 2017 and 2019, our record is there to be shown. Reserves, the debt to GDP, everything was moving up. Everything.
There's nothing to write home about our reserves. There's nothing to write home about it.
Because of where we found ourselves.
Central Bank also is a limping bank now. The Central Bank
and I make say because of where we found ourselves, so we had to resort and do things and not.
Do you subscribe to say a finance minister is an IPAM?
I don't think so. Because you're the same man who led this economy between 2017 and 2019. His records are there to be shown. Or you're the same man in the very crucial time in 2020. There was a minor enya edible amount for a life mobile. Otimi enya. It's the same person. 2021 recovery for COVID. We are seeing the records. We are coming up. But this temporary, and no say.
He's the same man who accounted for the COVID funds management.
But what was wrong with the COVID fund account? I was on a platform with Bawa on another platform. That 10 billion it was accounted for a budget support. Budget support.
When you someone manages COVID
budget support, I say and then say Sika eba futuo mu no because economic activity en koso no say sika no emba but expense no still I was say ekoso it is at 10 billion eco budget no eco support budget it was accounted for by the report.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Oh, any day. I think I start.
Era about me da CP also Jibre ne kasa. Also our Jibre o share no yeah da CP so Jibre to the entire team. There will be beyond sound, lighting and set designers like camera and makeup for. There will be beyond. Unyame aduma echena. We are meeting. Thank you so much.